To the Rajj Royale podcast. We are going to introduce our guest today. Welcome aboard. Welcome on the screen. Sponsored by Jordan Woodwatches and Wax.io. Wondering where Greek is? Greek told me, he messaged me. Hold on, this is what he said. He said, I asked him, I said, Greek, do you want to come on the show today? He said, no, megalol, and said, end stream and host Greek. So that's what he said, all right?
Oh, so, he's unprofessional. That's what I said.
Watch him want to join in like 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah, what an absolute slop. Speaking of unprofessional, HASAN Piker, completely vacant from his chair. Oh, there he is. There you go. All right. Welcome to the Rajj Royale podcast. Hello, everybody. Hello, my wonderful guests. I'm so happy to have you today. Yes, everybody looking good. We even have, oh, man, I'm excited to introduce this guest right here who is literally joining us from a 737-800. Very excited. Okay, guys, welcome to the show. We're going to start off by introducing everybody to the show, and then we're going to jump right into topics. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, introducing from his political, communist, progressive channel, Mr. HASAN Piker, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Rajj Royale podcast. Everybody say hello. Say hello, HASAN. Do you have a few words to share?
What's up, everybody?
What's up, baby? Good to see you looking sexy, as always. All right, Sliker, you can stop clapping. How are you? Good. Welcoming to the podcast again. She has been on the show before, Miss Tara Babcock. Woo! All right.
Hi.
What up, Tara Babcock? Welcome aboard. I like your ears. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcoming to the podcast. Thank you so much for getting prepared for today. Mr. Alabro, welcome aboard. Hello. Go ahead.
I did actually do homework for today's podcast.
Really? Wow, thank you so much. That's awesome. Welcome. Introduce yourself to the stream, please.
I'm here to fucking bread pill you pieces of shit.
Okay. All right.
Bread peel?
What does that mean? Could you elaborate a little bit on what bread pill means?
That is the meme that the leftists use. It's the opposite of the red pill.
Okay.
The bread pill, named after Kropotkin? HASAN, help me with this. Kropotkin?
Proportionate.
Yeah.
Kropotkin.
There we go. I haven't read The Conquest of Bread. It's, fucking communist shit. None of you are going to care.
Ladies and gentlemen, fourth, introducing, ladies and gentlemen, he is the newest guest. He's never been on the show before. He's joining us live from a 737-800 flying around Hawaii. Mr. DAL213, Mr. Nico. Ladies and gentlemen, he's flying right now, so he might experience turbulence at any given moment. Give the side stick a push real quick to show everybody that you're flying right now.
Don't.
Give
really? Yeah, give it a push.
I'd like to fly a plane.
Do a barrel roll. There you go.
Oh my god, you know what? I would be so scared to get them go with you in a plane.
Oh yeah. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. DAL213, live from his simulator. Go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Okay, so my name is Nico. I am an airplane pilot. I'm currently flying 153 people from Hawaii to San Francisco, and I'm joining you from the cockpit. I met Raj like a month ago. He came over. We actually fell in love with each other, and then the rest is history. Now I'm here arguing with the celebrities.
Okay, awesome, man. Thank you so much.
Cute.
Thank you so much. Welcome aboard. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, she set off her fire alarm yesterday. And did not know what to do. Complete panic and pandemonium. How'd you end up getting it off, by the way?
I opened all the windows and I took a pillow and I made it.
That was literally...
It didn't work even.
Yeah, that was the loudest noise that I've actually ever heard.
It took so long for it to turn off. I thought that the fireman was gonna come here.
Yeah, it was insane.
Why didn't you remove the battery?
Oh fuck, I had a good one.
I didn't reach up there.
That's okay, Candy. That was good. That clip was amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, introduce you to the show, Miss Casey Tron, everybody. The Bachelorette for next week.
Hey,
yes, Casey.
Yes. Yes.
Casey,
Thank you,
welcome aboard. How are you doing today?
I'm doing excellent. I'm feeling good.
Good, wonderful.
About everything.
What does the H stand for on your cup?
It's actually my sister's. Her
Oh.
name's Holly.
Oh, okay.
It's an Hermes cup. Come on.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you very much. Welcome, Casey. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Destiny, welcome to the podcast. Hello, Mr. Destiny. How are you?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, good.
Wow,
You're looking
no
good.
applause for Destiny?
Well,
I don't have any applause. It's all good.
there you go.
Thanks a lot.
There you go, everybody. Woo. All right. Yeah, Destiny. Is your girl still with you? I mean, is the girl still over there?
What
Which
girl?
one? Can you tell Milena I said hi?
What girls are over there, Destiny? Show us where the girls
She's
are.
so sweet.
She's
Yeah,
hot
really-
as fuck, dude.
Destiny-
I still don't know how Destiny has it. Like, she's just. I don't know. She's just perfect, man. She is. I'm not gonna lie. She is a 10 out of. Well, okay, no, I'm not gonna go too far. She is a 9 out of 10. I just don't know how she's
Only
with Destiny.
Tupac is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
True.
Sliker's
No,
on.
that's true. But I don't know how she's with Destiny. That's weird.
Oh, look. Come
All
on.
of
No,
those
that's
years
not
of white knighting
No, no.
and defending cam girls has finally paid off for him.
Hold on. I actually want to say I when you meet Destiny in person, it all makes sense because like just the way he looks, the way he carries himself, he's a ladies' man, dude. You cannot deny it. Like it's like an aroma. I don't know what it does. It's not
Yeah.
it's like a something we
I
can't
think
even.
one time I fapped to Destiny.
Oh, did you
Listen,
really?
Really?
It's
Oh my god.
I don't know. It might have happened.
What is
once.
it's very simple. Okay,
What is it, Train? Please enlighten
it's
us.
very simple.
Can I
Okay,
get some
listen,
feels weird, man, in chat? Anybody got some?
no. Listen, I'm gonna
That's
drop some.
my fucking emote in chat.
I'm gonna
buddy.
drop some
Aren't
squad.
you? Okay.
I'm gonna drop some squad W real quick. Okay,
Oh
listen.
God! Why?
This
This
guy over here is in a 730 Semsem. You didn't make one joke about his airplane crashing, and you're gonna sit here and go this hard on me, Raj? Are you serious right now?
No,
What the
no,
fuck?
right,
No,
right, we're not-
I'm actually gonna defend
we're
you.
complimenting you. I
I was
complimented
actually
you.
gonna defend you. I was actually
Didn't
gonna
I
Wait,
defend
wait,
you
wait.
because
What
you're
was
my
that
friend.
about the airplane crash? What do you mean?
Don't all the 737s crash? Didn't one just slide off an air?
That's a 737 Max. Don't worry about it. I'm
What-
a 737 NG.
I'm
Completely
so
different
scared of
plane.
those.
Very, very
Thank
different.
God.
No, but Destiny, I was defending you, and Train's about to defend you. So wait, isn't that good?
Yeah, go for it. I need the defense.
Okay, go
let
ahead,
me-
Train.
Thank God.
One, I find Destiny cute.
Me
Two,
too.
confidence beats looks always. Because half the
Big
time,
true.
these good-looking kids, man, they're all fucking pussies. Okay,
Yes.
they need more care and emotion than the girl themselves. Even though I guess that's borderline sexist for me to say, but it's not. Okay, in 2019,
It's okay.
weird to say, but in reality, that's just how. You know what I'm saying? So realistically, these good-looking guys are pretty much, you know, what I mean, that they're pussies, right? So Destiny has a confidence to him that makes him extremely attractive.
Are you saying Destiny's just?
I'm saying he's
A literal fucking
Is
confident
that what you're
troll.
trying to say,
I'm
right?
saying he's a
Yeah.
confident, cute man, and he's slaying left and right. He's swinging dick. That's what I'm saying. Okay, he is a selection.
He does.
Most of us have a coffee maker that says, you know, different selections. He has a goddamn.
Who's the next one,
Pussy
Raj?
maker.
What's the next person?
All
you're
right,
gonna
okay. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the 0161 representing Manchester, and I think he's got a friend over. I think that's why his wooden chair. Did you gave up your wooden chair for him next to Mr. Sliker?
Yo, it's Raj. I've been on all these shows. It's just too hard to introduce myself.
Yeah, come on, you can think of something, right? Something new.
0161.
All right,
I have a
welcome.
question for Sliker.
Go ahead,
Sliker,
Kendra.
are you standing up next to the chair right now?
Candy.
Candy,
Is that one of your
Candy,
high?
thank you.
Is that one of your high
It's awesome,
jokes?
you
It's
break
pretty
his
old now,
heart.
Candy. What the
Hey,
fuck?
hey,
What?
Slicker, I got you, brother.
Candy.
That was not cool, Candy.
Wait, can I just ask one quick question, Mr. Slicker? What jersey are you wearing?
Manchester United.
Manchester United.
Nice.
All right. Let's see here. Miss Invader V, welcome to the podcast. Hello.
Oh, hi. Oh, no, I don't have headphones in. Was that for me?
Yes,
Am I
it was
talking?
for you. Hello. Live
I'm sorry,
from the
dude.
blanket fort. Is that a dog on your lap or a blanket?
Yeah,
oh,
it's
no, that's
not
a dog.
another pillow. This
That's
one's
alive.
alive.
Oh, okay, that
Although
one's
it matches
alive.
all the decor
Yeah, yeah.
perfectly.
Sorry,
That was kind
it's
of
for
by
some
coincidence.
reason it's like 33p coming up on the camera for some reason.
Oh, I like it. I want
yeah.
all 6 pixels.
Yeah, yeah. Well, welcome to the show, Invader. Go ahead and introduce yourself or just say hello.
Hi, I'm in my blanket fort, and you've seen me before. We'll have
Yeah.
fun.
Okay. Welcome aboard. Why is the camera such bad quality? I have no idea.
Check it out.
All right. Pokimane, last but not least, Pokimane. Welcome to the Rajj Royale podcast. How are you?
Hey guys, I'm
Wait,
good. How are you, Raj?
Sounded like a white knight. Shit.
Wait, what do you mean? Me? How?
Well, I was the only one clapping.
Oh, all right.
Aw, thank you,
I
Sliker.
clapped my
I
knee.
appreciate that a lot. Also, for the record, Sliker, I can tell you're sitting down.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
Aw.
That's so sweet.
That's very sweet. Oh, also, Sliker made it very clear, I guess, Pokey. I know this comes to a huge surprise, or huge disappointment that he has put you in the friend zone. I guess I don't know. I think that. Yeah, but you put him in the friend zone too. Yeah, it's nice. So there you go. All right, guys, everybody say hello to your cast for. Oh, wait. Last but not least, my co-host. I didn't see. He's not on the screen. Mr. Trainwrecks TV, Ape Gang, Squad W.
Hey,
welcome aboard.
things.
Wait, did I
One,
miss Knut?
I think you missed Knut. Two, hey,
Knut.
him and I are one and the same, so it's all good. Hey, Squad W. That's all
Sorry,
I gotta say.
Knut, I'm so sorry. I keep moving the cameras around and I'm trying to move people into the order that I want to introduce. Welcome aboard, Knut. Say hello. I'm so sorry. And is that Teo?
That's Teo.
Hi, Teo. Nice to see you.
Hey guys.
Welcome.
Finally back on the show again.
Welcome aboard, Knut. So wonderful to have you on the Rajj Royale podcast. All right, everybody, throw up some hearts for your cast for May 4th, 2019. Everybody say hello. All right.
Hi.
Go over the rules of the podcast one more time, just in case we have any new people in the audience. This is the Rajj Royale podcast, sponsored by Wax.io and Jord Woodwatches. They are, as you see, there's a timer at the top that is already ticking. At the end of that timer striking 0, once that timer strikes 0, there is going to be a straw poll that is going to be distributed throughout the chat. At that moment, you as a viewer will vote for who you want to keep on the podcast. The person with the most amount of votes will choose between the two lowest amount of voted people and who they want to remove from the show. The last person standing today on the Rajj Royale podcast will win a PlayStation 4 and Mortal Kombat, courtesy of Wax.io. Yes.
Oh my god, I love Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
It's so hot.
Huh, Raj?
And a Jord Woodwatch. Yes. And a Jord.
Whoa.
Yes.
Mortal Kombat and a Jord Woodwatch?
And a Jord Woodwatch. Yes,
That's
I'm telling
what's up.
you. Yes, it's
That's
fantastic.
too much, dude.
So I'm telling you, that's a lot. So
Just right.
yeah. So anyways, well, let's get started today. You know what all right, let's get started. Podcasts are always fucking awkward in the beginning. Okay.
They're not.
Yes, they are.
They are so awkward.
they're
Train and
not.
I know exactly how it feels because both our podcasts start the same way. It's just like people.
Yeah, wait a second. Did you say you could win a PS4?
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Yeah.
PS4.
Yo, I
and
called this. I called this.
Greek, we can compete
You
together.
did.
30
Okay.
minutes. It was
Greek, really? Greek, really weird champ.
What?
You want to come on and compete now because there's a PS4 that you could win with Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, mate. Well, I'm not going to play Mortal Kombat. It's a rubbish game.
I know.
Are you kidding me? It's a good game.
But if you
Candy said it was hot.
It's hot.
Yeah.
When they're pushing each other's bones, it's hot.
Mortal Kombat's
Minecraft-
terrible
Mi-
because
Minecraft
the
is better
character's
than
boobs
Mortal
are
Kombat.
smaller now, and I fucking hate that.
Wait, did they shrink her
Same.
boobs? That's right. That was a
Some of the
Candy
characters
likes it
got
because there's
smaller
blood on the
boobs.
game.
They just got like a little bit uglier. Oh no, it made me so mad. I can't even fap to that 4 lady.
Okay, I'll
Yes.
get. Look, I gotta go, dude, because I'm getting weird champed and I can't.
Oh,
handle this.
come on, Greek.
Yeah, mate. Nah, I've seriously got to go. I've got a business meeting.
Oh, you okay?
Oh,
yeah.
you do? For what?
For
No,
what?
no,
Greek?
I'm serious.
For
Unlike all you
what?
other streamers, I've got big things coming.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? I'm
This
not
is
believe in you.
coming.
I believe in you,
Yeah,
Greek.
by the way.
All right, Greek. I know. You look, guys. I apologize. Greek
Good
had
luck,
a. Greek had
Casey,
Yeah.
join my diet Discord.
Join the diet Discord? I will.
Yeah,
Maybe we could start planning something.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do a competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Nico from the cockpit. We are now preparing aerial turbulence. Please enter your seats.
Holy
If you're
shit.
taking
Are you
if you're
actually-
taking this shit, don't wipe your ass. Just go straight back to your seat. We should be in
Are you
seat.
actually going to enter turbulence here in a second?
Oh, sorry. I was talking to the.
Yeah, it's all right. That's all right. Okay. All right.
I didn't mean that.
So, yeah, Greek had a long day at work. So we got many topics to talk about. There's a lot of hot things happening in the community right now. The first thing that I want to talk about on the show today is it's a story out of Plymouth, Minnesota, where there was a trans powerlifter, male to female powerlifter that absolutely shattered every world record known to man in powerlift. What?
You have to say the fucking accurate. She broke state records.
Okay, she shattered state records, every state record known to mankind.
Known to womankind.
The bench press. The bench press and one other record in Minnesota.
Okay, well, I don't know why my notes say she smashes women's world records. I don't know why my notes say that. Okay.
There may be 2 different cases because I've heard about more than one.
So anyway, so this brings up the question: should trans people that have been converting from male to female be able to compete with in women's bodylifting or powerlifting sports?
This is hard.
And
This is honestly hard.
No, let me be honest, right? I think yes. Okay.
Why? Why is
wait? Wait.
I want to
sorry.
hear
No.
what Destiny says because I want to know what to
as in,
think.
yes,
Destiny,
they should be allowed.
Destiny, please tell us what to think.
Go on, Sliker.
Y'all don't
go
care
ahead.
about me.
Go
That's
ahead.
fine.
Go
That's
ahead,
fine.
Sliker. No, Sliker, please go ahead. No.
They'd rather choose the biggest streamer. They'd rather choose a guy that's got more viewers. That's fine, man.
Sliker,
Go on,
no,
Destiny. Destiny, we want to hear you, Destiny. We want to hear you, Destiny.
Casey-tron,
Go ahead.
Sliker for the first time in his life actually is about to have a woke take, and you cut him off.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I want to hear Slicker's
What's
opinion.
going to be more entertaining? Hearing Destiny go off about the same talking points that he does every time, or Sliker actually trying to be
Slicker's
woke?
opinion. Like, I'm really curious.
All right, let's go, Sliker. Let's hear your perspective. I'm excited. Let's go.
So I think you're saying that there was a man that converted to a woman.
It's a trans woman, yes, male to female. Is that correct, Alabro?
Male to female that competed into a competition in powerlifting.
Yes, powerlifting competition.
Okay,
And broke
of course.
several
Listen,
records.
That's no problem. That's up to them. Okay. Listen, we don't want to hurt the person. All right. If that person feels like I said, in my eyes, I might see it differently.
Sliker.
Just say what you mean.
Say what you mean, Sliker. Get it out.
It's up to them. Okay, I think it's up to them.
No, it's not up to the world
What do you
record.
mean?
I don't think so.
No, up to the fucking female. Or
But if
male.
the
Up
competitor?
to the transsexual.
Transgendered
Yeah.
transgender shit. I'm sorry, Sliker. Anyway, go ahead, Candyland. I'd love it.
Go ahead, Destiny. Fuck it.
Well, I think that it's unfair. I think it's unfair because, like, if you're born with a male body, even though you're feeling like a female or you are a female, if you're born with a male body, I think that's where you draw the line. Like, we can't have guys or guy with, it's different. Guys are faster and stronger than women. It just is like that.
It is just kind of like, it does seem unfair.
Yeah, it is unfair. Like, if I would have a guy in my football team, we would win, or they would do all the goals, even though if the person felt like a woman.
I'm confused.
I think that's where you draw the line. That's what I'm saying.
What about drawing the line
ask a
on
question?
women that don't match the standards that they feel should be allowed to compete?
I'm just like,
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Can you elaborate a little bit on that,
that the
Alabro?
Olympics has testosterone level rules that are now being applied across the board to anyone that they want to test. They're not creating it mandatorily, but they are applying it to anyone whose gender is in question, which is Defachi fucking goddamn.
That does sound kind of fucked up.
My words are not good right now,
No, it's
but
good.
they're saying that women aren't allowed to have a certain level of testosterone. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
what
it's
if you're
now
a woman
talking
who
about is the
produces
case
a lot
of-
testosterone?
Yeah, Casey-tron, exactly. There's a lot of female athletes who naturally produce an exorbitant amount of testosterone.
No, it's not a lot. It's just a few exceptions.
Yeah, there are a few exceptions.
Well, those
but,
are the people
okay,
that set world
the most
records.
famous
Are the
one right
fucking
now.
exception.
The most famous one that
No.
Alabro's talking about right now is Caster Semenya, which is
Oh, yeah.
being barred from competing. Is that even though she is a cisgender female, being barred from competing because her testosterone levels are too high. So
Yes, the Olympics instituted a new rule for only the races that she competes in, not across the board, just to block
And
her
she's
out
cisgender.
because of
That
how well
also
she's
seems
performing.
that seems unfair too.
That
Yeah,
seems
so-
like a
Wow.
biased view.
This is
of
a
it, I
tough
would
one,
say.
Raj. This is a tough one.
On the
Yeah, it is
testosterone, I would
tough.
say,
I
as
don't-
long as it's enforced
Well,
unilaterally.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just.
But
I don't
what
wanna,
about,
Saying
like,
that certain women aren't allowed to compete at that point.
No, I
Okay,
just don't
and-
want to disrespect
Well-
anyone, but I think it's unfair.
To go a little bit further, the goal of the Olympics from their webpage is to contribute to building a peaceful and better world by educating youth through sport practiced without discrimination of any kind and in the Olympic spirit.
Without discrimination of any kind, so steroids is fine for male athletes and any kind of performance-enhancing drugs.
Steroid use
My hot take is that
nothing to do with
steroids should be
discrimination.
Let's look
You're
at this
discriminating
anyway.
against the people who are in
occurring body chemicals.
Yeah, but let's
it's not naturally
over
occurring
to.
that they-
Okay, but let's keep to the topic and actually talk about.
Yeah, I want to hear
male
Knut's. I want to
transfer.
hear Knut's opinion.
Yeah,
He's,
the thing is-
he's a
more than-
bodybuilder.
Yeah.
I can tell you why, because they have done research on if you use, for example, steroids on a doesn't matter if it's male or female, so higher testosterone over a period of time, that person will always have an advantage over someone who hasn't used it. So a male
Can you link
born,
that study?
not right now, but I can find it later. Yes, we can find it. So a male-born man who has had higher level of testosterone over years can never become at the level a female is. So he will always have an advantage, even though it's a female later and lower testosterone like a female.
Yeah.
So it will never
I don't believe
be
a
fair.
single scientific study would ever use blanket statements like that.
But if that is
They
true,
would.
Alabrel, would you change your
The
mind?
thing
about
is-
it?
True.
Where the
That's
line is
common
drawn, or-
sense, Alabrel.
Yeah, so
Okay,
What do you mean?
Look here.
No scientific study ever says all men, all women.
No,
They
no,
would
no.
talk about
He
very
didn't mean every
specific-
single one. There is
All
exceptions.
men,
That's
all
what
women.
he's trying to
I'm saying-
represent.
I'm saying
What the
if you
study
have
would have had said is that specific women in specific times, at specific ages and weight classes, etc. Any science that would be done
No,
that could be
I'm
trusted
saying
on it
if you
would be
if
highly
you-
specific.
Okay, I have a
if
question
you're going for
Aaron.
higher testosterone over a period of time, so you're increasing your muscle mass more than you would with your normal testosterone levels, you will have an advantage over people who haven't had those higher levels. For example,
Yeah.
a female versus male.
You know what? If Knut would just think that he's a female for a second, like, oh, I'm a female, I want to compete in the female.
That's not
room.
how it works.
Wait, why not? Why not?
That's how it could work if
Not
people
how
want to
being
break
trans
trans.
works.
Candy,
It's
You
not-
don't just
no,
pick it for a fucking second.
No, I
This is
But
about
no,
a
no,
lifetime.
no. But I mean, like,
commitment.
what if he actually is?
Well, there
what
is
if he
no
actually
what if. You are
is-
making up nonsense.
No, Knut maybe is
Nobody
like
that's
keeping
trans
It, okay,
does
but
that.
what if?
She's
what
not
if
saying
Knut,
There is
She's
no
saying
what if.
Just let
There
her.
is no what
Let
if.
Candy
You're
land
trying to
the
make an
question
argument.
once.
What
Alibro,
if? What if the street outside opened up and there was a lava pit outside? Should we make cars illegal?
Alibro, just be nice
Oh my
to
God, do you-
Candyland.
no,
She
do you
doesn't
understand?
deserve
What
this.
if?
Do you not
She's
understand?
trying to make up a ridiculous argument based
That's
on a
not
case
her.
that did not
Hold
occur.
Hold on, go ahead.
Hold on.
Go ahead,
hold on.
train,
Time
train.
out.
Well, the-
Co-host,
Let
co-host,
Candy
train,
land.
co-host, train.
Listen
Can you
here, okay?
take over, and I
Okay.
also have to pee. So can you direct the
Listen,
conversation for a second?
What is this made up rule that you just made up, Alabro, about once you're in, the only way out's a box? Like, what is this, a fucking mafia gang? Listen, if someone identifies as a woman, they certainly, if in 20 years something happens, or maybe something becomes more open or more close, whatever the case happens, right? When the man identifies as a woman, his eyes are open at that sense. But in 20 more years, there could be another identity.
Sure.
Another identity.
That wasn't the
It's a-
argument that I was making,
Yeah,
and I
but
don't
you're
think you were
saying
paying
once they
attention.
decide, they're out. I'm
Andy
just
said
saying.
if Knut decided
setting-
for 1 minute,
Stop making
No, I
these
didn't mean
fucking
for a
rules
minute.
up.
Like, what if Knut
but
wanted to
you
be a
said
woman?
for a minute.
It's okay.
From now
Amber,
on, for the rest of his life.
I think
That's
the
what I
argument
mean.
that Candy is trying to make is we need to be careful about like people or men who might try to take advantage of
Yeah.
like lax rules.
No, well, anyway,
But
there,
That's
Can you
what I
name a
mean.
single
But, like, that
instance
doesn't
of that
happen.
occurring?
No, that
It doesn't
Can I
matter
ask
the
you something?
intention.
You-
it's
Here's a question.
already
Does
occurred.
anyone here
Alabro.
know how complicated and
Yeah.
how difficult gender confirmation surgery looks like?
I do.
No, I
no
don't
one is.
know.
No one
I
is going to
Does
go.
anyone else?
respect
Well,
him,
Alvaro,
but he's
I
a
know you
female
know.
now.
I'm saying that no one is going to go through that and
No, but they
undergo
don't.
the hormone changes in your body.
To like win the
To
Olympics.
just like win a competition, maybe. By the way, it's
I
not
just-
even
So
a
do
the athletes
guarantee
have
that you're
to go
going to
through
win the
the surgery?
Do you
competition.
need gender reassignment surgery
Yeah,
to
that's what I was
compete
asking.
as a?
I
Not
seriously
in
You
all
don't have to have had
federations.
surgery. No, you do have to be living honestly as it's a very squishy
so
word.
that's-
I thought it was.
feel
I thought in the
so
Olympics. I
hard
thought it
to
was
speak
HRT
on
for
this
2
topic
years.
When
Well,
probably
this
all of
has
us don't
already
really know how
been-
things are decided. I actually really enjoy hearing Knut's take because he knows a lot more about bodybuilding and perhaps like restrictions
in
and what the rules are
practicality,
like than we do.
Yeah, no
nothing
offense,
that we're discussing
Alibro.
matters because not a single trans athlete has ever competed in the Olympics.
Okay, but you would be
No, but
advocating
I
for them
think
doing
records
so, right?
still
What if
matter
they
to
want
people,
to?
and
Would you?
that's
Yeah.
why we're
Should
discussing
athletes?
this.
So
I get it
to
now.
what-
Do
so
we
to-
want to talk records for a second?
Well, no.
JC
I mean,
Cooper,
that's what
the
this
Minnesota
topic was
powerlifter.
about.
Sure, let's talk records. JC Cooper, the Minnesota powerlifter. She benched 214 and a half pounds. That was the state record. The reason she shattered prior records is because the prior records were incredibly low. The national USA record right now, 424 pounds, more than double what she lifted. The world record set by Becca Swanson in 2005 is 600 pounds. So she shattered a record that was bullshit. She shattered an 8-minute mile is what she did when we're regularly running 5-minute miles right now. She
like a
shattered
weak
a
state or
record that
something?
was
Yeah, it's
horrible.
Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota's powerlifters just didn't happen to be good powerlifters.
Really, Minnesota has some
Still-
burly. You know, I mean, like
They do, but they're not competing very well.
Like they got
she
some
shattered
big,
That's
a very
what I'm
bad
kind of
record.
confused about.
Yeah, like Minnesota, like
if
the
it was a
biggest
bad
of
record,
girls
why-
in the country.
Why wasn't it beat before
What do
then?
you bench, Knut?
But
Yeah, I want to know what Knut benches.
Yeah, me too.
I've done 440, but it doesn't
440.
matter.
Jesus.
My point is,
Oh, I have an
Wait,
idea.
but you bench
oh,
440, and women that you work with in the same gym, what are they benching right now?
no idea, because there's no women there.
Sure,
That's
that's fair.
Knut
but
goes with Sharia.
I bench-
The difference
I bench
between your
24
class,
kilos.
the difference between your class of weightlifting and women's weightlifting is what? 20%, 30%?
I would say 50%.
50%.
They maybe they lift 50% of me.
Okay,
Maybe.
sure. So what you are saying is you could probably go looking for a woman that benches as much as JC Cooper did. And it would
Probably.
not shock you in any way whatsoever to find somebody that's,
No,
that's benching
of course.
220 pounds.
But
Can you
if
explain why it
90
was
kilos.
shocking in this specific like region?
I'm
or
just
case?
shocked that Alibro knows so much about lifting.
Yeah,
no
I specifically,
Me
I
too.
specifically
I'm
researched
like,
this
wow,
one
he
because I
knows
knew it
more
was
than
going to
me.
come
One at
up.
a time. One at a time, guys. One at a time.
Oh yeah, he did his research. He
What-
said that.
JC John is
Okay.
right. It goes to show that your looks should not factor into how much you know about this conversation.
I actually know a lot about diet science too.
no, but the thing,
Like
the
Knut
thing
and I have
is,
talked about it before.
Can you
yeah,
validate
but
that,
I
Knut?
would. Yeah, we have talked about it. Yeah, but I don't remember exactly what we talked about. But yeah, you don't need to look fit to fucking know about how you to eat. Most personal trainers look like shit. At least the best ones. They're good at
True.
This is
not
true.
not. Yeah, they are
Yeah.
the better ones at least. But I think it will never be fair to have a division where actually male to female transgender could compete with the other cis female, because they will always have an advantage. You can always find a girl who can beat a bad male athlete. Let's call it male now because it's biologically from birth a male. You can always find some females that are better than not good male athletes, but in powerlifting, all of those, as a man,
So
they won't stand a chance.
Can I just make a quick
What do
point?
you-
yeah,
Guys
go
don't
ahead,
mind?
Nico. Nico
Yeah.
flying
Okay.
in turbulence right now. Monka S.
Yeah, no,
Go
no,
ahead.
we're good. Okay, so I mean, I agree with exactly what you just said, that you're talking about top tier competitors. You're not talking about the average person in the street, right? So I will bring up another example, right? Where is the US Open, okay? Women compete against women and men compete against men. Women play best of 3 sets, men play best of 5 sets. The prize money is the same, okay? So that in itself should give you a clue that maybe there is a difference that we actually can argue, and that means that, you know, like a woman that has, you know, like a man that converted into a woman but actually you know, it would be unfair. I agree with what Knut said. The rest of the the rest of the arguments are just very hypothetical, but I mean, that's the way I look at it, right?
So
Yeah.
I think
That was a
It's
5
just-
head take.
I think the Alabrel type side is more worried about like where would those athletes go then, because they can't compete with biological men. So do they have to make a whole new kind of league for transgenders, and then it would be like it would be weird because everyone's a little bit different in their journey and in their progress to transition and stuff. So the hormone levels would never be the same, I would assume. I don't know very much about the transition, but so
the
Alabrel
hormone levels end up being identical eventually.
Eventually. So what would they do in the meantime? They just wouldn't be able to compete? Are you fine with some people not being able to?
But even if they are eventually,
it's far broader than that. But
Alabrel, why would it be? Why would it end up being the same? Because like, what if someone
because they're being regulated by external forces.
No, but why do they?
make
Maybe
them
they don't
the
want.
same.
Maybe they don't want that. Maybe they want to.
Right, maybe they don't. Again,
pills and stuff like that. Maybe Knut, like I said, maybe Knut wants to be a woman, and what is like he doesn't want to take any pills or anything like that.
There's a story. Sorry,
but he wouldn't be allowed to compete if that were the case.
You have to be on HRT or whatever.
That's what I mean. He shouldn't be allowed to.
There's a story about a rapper in the UK who transitioned or identified as a woman, and he was a hip hop artist. This is an article here from the UK from the Sun.
That's not be Bugsy Malone.
He was a hip hop artist that he weighed into the transgender athlete by beating a host of female weightlifting records while identifying as a woman. And then after the competition, he changed his identity back to a man. So
yeah, and to say that kind of stuff won't exist.
Is there regulation for that then?
I don't think.
Yeah, that would be in a league where no regulations exist whatsoever.
Okay, so we all are in favor of some degree of regulation. Then is that the general consensus
of course.
here? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
That's how you
Knut.
really avoid people taking advantage of it.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Knut. Sorry.
I feel this is a really bad, let's say, fight for the transgender society to take, because they're making themselves unpopular in fucking all sports. Because I've heard a lot of these discussions when it brought up, and they're like, people are so mad, so I wouldn't even go into that topic if they want to be more accepted into society. I would say, okay, let's make our own federation, compete on our own instead of actually taking this fight.
That's why after Semenya, though, is because she is a woman. She has been a woman her entire life, and they're making rules saying she's not allowed to compete.
But not biological.
Well, and like creating their own league, that's like dehumanizing.
Well, but no.
That's the problem that we have with that.
That's
They can create
the point I'm making is you're talking about people going to a different league. She doesn't have a different league she could go to, even if one existed.
I'm not
We're regulating her womanhood.
The problem is if transgenders start like going into these sports and people don't like it, they're going to make a new federation that just doesn't allow.
No, that's not going to how it's going to work, because you
This
can't do
argument-
these types of, Jesus Christ, you can't do these types of big sports events without sponsorship. And people are not going to jump out of their way to sponsor like a brand new sports league. It's,
I can promise you,
You think sponsors will
sponsor will go to the old federations that are.
well, then why
that
wouldn't those
already
sponsors
have
support
the
them in like, you know, the already established sporting?
Because they will be so small. The transgender federation will be so small compared to the already well established, and they will never accept this anyway. So there will be no
I'm
sponsors.
interested to hear Destiny's take.
Oh yeah, I want to
if
hear
he has
Destiny's
one.
take.
Destiny's writing his
So that I know what to
emails.
think.
What's up? Okay, the problem with this is that when we create categories in sports, the reason why we do this is because we want to feel like people win on their own merits. This is why we have, for instance, weight classes in combat sports. You don't want to watch a 300-pound guy boxing against a 100-pound guy. This is why we generally split things up into male and female categories. You don't want to watch a male team of American football players versus a female team of American football players. So the really difficult thing is transgender people kind of expose a flaw that really is already exposed because of some other side or edge cases in the way that we categorize sports between male and female. So what Knut said earlier, I'm pretty sure this is what Knut said, is absolutely correct, that even if you've been under HRT for a couple years and now your testosterone level and everything is that of what a normal woman would be, you still had the advantage of training as a man for however long up to your life up to that point, which is inarguably a huge advantage. If any woman could become a man, like biologically, and train that way for some number of years, and then go back to being a woman and then compete, they would have a massive advantage over the other people that didn't have the ability to do that.
I don't think you can claim inarguably, since we have no science on that, but we are leaning towards that probably.
We have science.
I would put like 500, or I'd put like $1,000 on it. I'm not even checking because males just
pretty
do
sure
better
that
in
it's
so
going to
many.
end up that way as well.
Sure,
but
males
inarguably is a very strong statement there.
We don't have to argue on
Andy
males
Kaufman
do-
only wrestled
Let him
women.
finish his thought at the very
So
least.
males do better in athletic events. This is just like demonstrably true. Aside from like I think like long distance swimming and like cycling or running, there's like 2 or 3 different events where things
Gymnastics
are relatively even. But for the most part, like men seem to outperform women in a lot of these things that rely on like cardiovascular stuff, on like things where like skeletal structure and limb length health, things where like your musculature, like your power to weight ratio, right? Women tend to carry more fat than men, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So for biological reasons, men seem to excel against women in all of these sports. And it seems like all of these biological reasons aren't completely deleted just because you start doing hormone replacement therapy. The training you've received while a male, the skeletal structure that you've developed after going through puberty as a male, these are things that aren't really like just erased. So we kind of end up in this weird problem where, and I think Tara said this earlier, where it's hard because if you say like, well, trans people can't compete with the gender they identify with, well, who do they compete with then, right? Because if you're a male to female athlete and you've undergone hormone therapy for 2 years, you're not going to be able to compete traditionally with men anymore because your testosterone count is going to be way lower. It's probably going to impact your the size of your heart, your cardiovascular health, like all of this stuff is going to be impacted now by the fact that you have lower T. You're going to carry more fat. I don't know if there's an easy answer to this. It seems like it's not fair. From where I stand right now, it's probably not fair to have trans athletes competing with normal athletes. I say normal, non-trans athletes or cisgender athletes. But the issue you run into is like creating a separate league only for trans athletes probably feels pretty shitty because it's like another way that you're telling a trans person, well, you're not really this thing because you don't, you need your own division to compete in. But
this is one long answer.
Yeah. Well, the problem is there's not like an easy answer
Because it's a complicated topic.
Yeah, even in society, we kind of like we like to pretend that these categories are very rigid, but even at that, they're kind of bullshit. Like you can find, for instance, XY chromosome women. We differentiate some sports by like weight, right? We don't want people that are 300 pounds boxing people that are 100 pounds. However, we don't differentiate some sports by height, right? Why in the NBA do we not have different height classes when being tall inarguably gives you a huge advantage against somebody short? So I mean, like trans people kind of like poke a big hole in the way that we kind of differentiate people in sports, and it's a really, really hard thing to figure out what the correct.
You know what's crazy is you sat there for like 20 minutes just like completely silent. It looked like you weren't paying attention, and then you absorbed what everybody said and responded with a perfectly eloquent, like targeted answer. I've never seen that.
He said exactly what I was thinking.
Like
I want to focus for a second.
Everything. Wow, unbelievable. Thank you.
I want
to
focus for a second on one thing that he touched on there at the very end was the NBA and the WNBA. Why is it okay to be like, well, whatever height you are, or whatever you naturally attain, we're going to go ahead and let you compete versus everybody else, and then only the people with the highest heights end up being the best basketball players. But we're going to tell.
A group sport?
But we're so.
Because the baskets are 10 feet tall, Alabama. I don't know what else.
No. So the problem is what Alabama's saying is
to Caster Semenya, she has higher testosterone levels than other women. But we're telling her, no, you're too tall to play in the NBA. You're not allowed to play because of the naturally occurring chemicals. It is natural. Why are you questioning that?
It's not natural how she did that, how she obtained
Yes,
that
it is. She was born a woman. She lives a woman. She has incredibly high testosterone.
She's cisgender, so it is natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is like we like to create categories to make spares to make sports as merit-based as possible. But the reality is that there's a huge biological difference between tons of people. Different men naturally have different levels of androgen. Different men have naturally different levels of androgen sensitivity. Some men are taller than others. Some men are shorter than others. Look at like the body composition of somebody like fucking Michael Phelps, right? Like this guy's got like a massive fucking torso. Like the way that these people are built, kind of makes it unfair, and that's a reality of a lot of sports. So it's really weird to have a conversation with the assumption that
Michael
like
Phelps
every single
mostly.
category needs to be made 100% fair when it's already not that way.
That's true, Casey.
Thank you for
I just wanted
existing,
to be known.
Alabrel, if you take a look in general chat in on the Discord, I can There's a study there.
Can you DM me? That'll clear in 3 seconds.
Oh shit! Knut coming through
with the fucking study.
I added you as friend so you can read.
Oh my god! Wow, Knut with a study, pog. All right.
Wait, coming through with the study
Yeah,
for what?
show him.
I can DM
What
it
do you
to
think
you
of that,
as well,
Alabro?
Yeah, just because my understanding, I don't know what Knut is about the DM, but my understanding is it's not settled science 100% if male to female athletes have an advantage over traditional female athletes. That's not like a 100% settled
This
thing.
is if you have a higher testosterone over time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like common sense, isn't it?
Well, this is why I want to hear what Alabel would say if it
science.
is true. Like, if it is true that they'll always have an advantage, then what do you say to
yeah.
that unfairness? Like,
Yeah, so hypothetically,
Tara,
if it's
what
true,
do you say about Caster Semenya?
about Caster Semenya?
woman who
with the
has
information
higher
that I
T
have right
levels.
now, she wasn't a woman at birth
No,
biologically.
you have to pay attention. She was a woman. She was
What are you
born
talking
a
about?
woman.
Like mentally? What are you saying?
No.
No.
I don't understand.
They're coming out of my goddamn mouth.
No, I don't.
She's a woman.
So
She had the same thing
okay,
happen.
so she's a woman who has higher than normal testosterone levels.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah,
So she's
I don't know
cisgender,
what I mean.
and they're
I
stopping
think-
her from competing because
Yeah,
of these.
If there's a cutoff for testosterone, then yes, stop her from competing. If that's the way that they want to
No,
put it.
they're implementing the cutoff for testosterone right now. That's the point. What they're literally saying, hey, you're too good. Even if we're
but they're
talking
implementing
about
it for the other
someone who's
problems.
cisgender, or let me use your
But
terminology
remember,
for a second,
guys,
like
they do
naturally
this to
or
men.
whatever, a woman.
They do this to men as well, just so you know, and it's always been done to men as well. If you have too high testosterone levels compared to your epitestosterone, you're not allowed to compete. That's normal in fucking all of sports that WADA is testing. So it's not for female only; it's for men as well.
Good job.
Yeah, but what you're
Is that
referencing
because
is
when
the
they
usage
are
of
tested for higher
steroids.
testosterone? Yeah, like when they test men for
One
higher
is
testosterone,
one
are
is
they able
naturally
to
occurring in the
identify-
body, and the other is just like synthetically put into your body.
Wait, hold
Like,
on. Is
isn't
that true? Is what Knut just said true? Wait,
I
so
got-
they like test? So if you have too high T, you get kicked out of the NBA? I've never heard that before. I'm not saying it's false. I'm just, is that actually
solves
true?
the problem.
I gotta
That
pee.
solves-
He's conflating
The
testosterone.
Olympics, right? Not.
He's conflating testosterone naturally occurring in someone's body with testosterone that you.
No. Knut just said that if your T levels are too high as a man, you're excluded from competing in certain sports. Is that actually true?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like 1 to 4, like
Okay.
4 to 1. Between
This thing is naturally occurring. You're saying that even if someone
Oh.
naturally produces more testosterone than other men, not by steroids.
Oh, wait. Well, what Knut is saying is your T to epi T levels, if those are completely out of whack, the reason why they probably kick you out is because that's evidence of doping, right? If those
Yeah,
levels, like every
it
man,
is.
for instance, has naturally occurring estrogen as well. If the ratios are completely fucking off, it's because they look at that as evidence of doping, not just because your T
Yeah.
levels are too high.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I've been trying
That's
to say.
correct.
So this first study that you've listed me, Knut, is a study of 67 men who had a testosterone deficiency that were then taken off of their T treatments to find out what differences that might cause. That cannot be applied to trans men and trans women. It has nothing to do with it.
They took,
It
but
is
the
an
second one,
indicator
look at
that
the
maybe
second one.
things will be that way. But
Yeah,
this
but
is
look
a
at the
study of
second
men
one.
who have a dysfunction.
Okay.
I know, but if you look at the second article,
I'm looking at the
read
second one. I have to read to be able to figure out what they're fucking saying.
The topic is steroids can benefit athletes for a decade after use. That means higher testosterone over a period of time will benefit you a long time. That's why they're increasing the punishment for using higher testosterone.
Okay, how does this apply to trans athletes?
Yeah, because steroids put your T levels way higher than a normal man. I don't know if that's a fair comparison, right?
Well,
neither of these studies apply to the thing that you're trying to apply them to.
Yes, it is, because a man has higher testosterone than a woman.
They literally say they do not apply to that.
Oh my god.
Where does it say? Where does it say?
It says in the first study that it is about
look at the
67 men,
second
which
one.
first of all is too small of a
second one
sample
is
size to apply to any.
specific to this
The
thing.
second one says steroid use in men can benefit them for years. What does that have to do with trans athletes?
Because they have higher testosterone than a woman for
What
years.
does steroid use in men as a class have to do with
I am
trans
so
athletes?
Steroids. testosterone is steroids. That's what it applies to.
This isn't science that applies to trans athletes. Again, I agree that it is likely we will find that there are benefits to people who transitioned late in life post male puberty. But we
Okay,
do
so
not
you
have the
guys
science on
agree.
that.
We
do not
agree.
Okay, so if it is
We do
found,
not agree.
Alabra, I don't think you said what you think you would do. Like,
So,
what do we
Alabra,
do
I
then?
think you also sort of answered your own question.
Okay,
the
guys.
sample size in the first study was way too small. We don't
Guys.
have enough trans athletes to be able to track this on a wide scale. So the
In
studies
Raider,
aren't done yet, which is why Knut is trying to give you.
Studies.
Well, that's the thing. That's why you're bringing up these studies to be like, this is slightly comparable. These are not the same results, but we don't have a sample size big enough to do a proper study.
Yes,
Knut's claim was all men always end up being stronger when they transition to being women, and that is not what the studies he has produced claim.
That's not even what he said.
Okay, guys.
In general.
Guys,
we have a hung jury.
Guys. We're gonna
Women
move
are
on.
strong too.
We're gonna move on. Okay, we're gonna move on because we're going in circles.
Just for the record, this is something that's like hotly debated across like the Olympic committees and everything. Like, I wouldn't expect us to like reach a good solution here. This is
Well,
a really
come on.
hard
I think
problem to solve.
Twitch
You
chat,
did this.
Twitch,
Imagine.
Twitch, the Rajj Royale podcast is solved so many world problems. I mean, I think that you're really underestimating the power of our cast. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
It is time now to eliminate one person from the show. So you're going to vote on who you want to keep, not kick. I'm linking the straw poll in the chat. Keep, not kick.
I actually low-key feel bad for Alabra. He's signed his death warrant by arguing semantics the whole time.
He did. He wasn't
arguing.
Well, he never said what he would
about?
prescribe. What would you prescribe?
Something that's really weird about the rapper situation that I never have been able to comprehend is why people are less upset at the dude who cheated very obviously and more upset instead at trans people. Like, what does that really say about you when you get mad at the guy who like very obviously tried to abuse the system and like and lie and cheated, and you're more mad at like trans athletes for existing?
Okay.
What's this? Anger always falls on the marginalized community unfairly.
Like, it's not like the trans athletes are fucking cheating. This dude actually cheated.
Wait, arguing whether they should compete or not means we are arguing whether they should exist? That's a ridiculous reach, in my opinion.
No, that's not what I said.
It's
I said for getting mad at trans athletes for existing is different than we shouldn't actually let trans athletes like we shouldn't let trans people exist. That's not what I was saying.
I personally think they should be able to compete. I personally think they should be able to. You can't. I mean, in my opinion, the argument. Like, you can't say, okay, we identify you as a woman, but you can't do this woman's sport. You can't do this. You can't go into the woman restroom. You can't do this because you're this. Like, you can't do that. You either say, yes, we recognize you as a woman, or you don't. There is no halfway. So what I'm trying to say is the argument needs to be.
Well,
the
now
argument
you get into a really
like
weird
it's,
area. Now you get into a really weird area. What if you have like female sports that are being dominated by trans athletes? Like, what happens at that
They
point?
aren't.
You do nothing about that?
Until the problem even begins to exist, it doesn't
Make the decision originally. Are they women or are they not?
Can't we look at what happens when you combine male and female sports together? It's like the females just do so much worse that they decide to make their own.
Oh my God, here we go again.
It's gonna have no, hold on. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's
Wait,
not
so
true.
why
If
does it-
hormone
wait,
replacement
why-
therapy will
I might be
definitely change your
stupid to
physiology
say-
over years.
Go ahead, Sliker.
I might be stupid for saying this, but why does the person that became a transsexual, say if I was a man,
Transgendered, Sliker.
well, say if I was a man and I became a female, I'd still do the male sport. I shouldn't do the female sport.
But if you start doing hormone,
female,
if you start doing hormone replacement,
right, just to make life easier, like
no. If you start doing hormone replacement therapy, you'll never be able to compete in your original sport.
But is that a problem, Destiny? I don't think that is a problem.
Well, the problem is that you're essentially telling trans people then that without making a special trans category, they can't compete in either class. Because a male to female that's been on hormone replacement therapy for 2 years will never be competitive with men anymore, and they'll be out competing women. So what do you do with this class of people? Like, it's just
It's
a very
like an
awkward.
Is it that important for them to win sports?
It's not about winning. It's about being recognized as a goddamn human being.
Wait, who just said that? Was that Knut? Wait,
it
you're a
is
competitive
hard.
bodybuilder. For some people, athletic events are really important.
Because I feel like you have to choose your battles are in fucking life.
This is literally a battle about being allowed to
gender-
exist, though.
Yeah, the problem is that like
being allowed to exist.
For fuck's sake.
No, but I understand what
sports have
the
different
Albert
standards than society in general. That's just how it is.
I mean, what if this was like being, what if this was like barring black athletes from competing by saying, hey, you know, on average, some of them are much better than the average white
That's
athlete.
a good point.
Yeah.
Why don't they just make it
Why do you have to fight this battle,
What?
black people?
Only.
Why,
Oh, God.
What?
Why can you just exist in a different? Why can you just exist in a different fucking field and not do the sports? Is kind of like saying like that same.
Careful,
thing.
Train.
Which is, by the way, the same point that you made earlier.
I feel. I'm just so shocked that I'm sitting here hearing. Man.
Oh, Train's about to say some real dumb shit. Be careful. Oh man, I heard that.
Here we go, Destiny. Okay, go ahead, dude.
Oh no, Train. I'm just trying to help you, brother.
Say it.
You think that drawing a line from one civil rights fight to another civil rights fight is ridiculous somehow?
No, I think giving an example of people who are born African American and have no choice. There's no choice. There's
stop, Train. Okay, no. Next category.
There's a choice.
I knew we were going down this road. Let's just do the votes. Who's doing what?
Yeah, sorry. Let's not go there.
Okay.
Oh no.
Why is that a problem?
Okay.
I understand what I'm saying is controversial. I understand what I'm saying. Yes, there's no choice. If you identify as a woman, you are a woman. I'm not denying that. But
it's a choice.
What we're talking about. Here's what we're talking about. Do you understand?
Yeah, it's a choice. Yeah, it's not a choice.
If you identify as a woman, listen. You can be born to be you can born and identify as a woman. That's fine. But there's a choice to take HRT. There's a choice to take these things that fully transition you physically. If you are born identifying as a woman, let me finish, Hasan. If you're born, let me finish, Hasan. Okay, let me finish. Luckily, I have a deeper voice than you, so you don't have to, you can't talk over me. So let me finish, okay?
So are you saying that people with the deepest voices should be allowed to talk?
Alabro.
Oh my God.
Alabro, chill. I didn't say I'm heavier than Hasan. I said I have a deeper voice. Chill the
Alabro.
fuck out.
Oh my
That's
God.
what I said.
Alabro.
Fuck, I'm about to go fucking type squad W on you.
I just thought that we were
Luckily,
establishing.
Alabro, quiet. Alabro.
To talk to me.
Shit.
Takes, Train. Go on.
Go ahead. Finish,
Train.
Train.
You know what?
Finish your take, Train.
Finish your take, deep voice man. It's like me saying I'm fucking taller than you, so you need to shut the fuck up. Like,
yeah, and it's like me saying I'm trained 9 years in Muay Thai. I fucking drop you and put you in a rear naked so you can say young Turks.
What are we
Fuck out of
doing?
here.
Do we fucking vote?
Guys.
Dog shit.
Hey,
Train,
just finish your take.
Finish your take, Train.
Finish.
Finish your take, Train. It's all good, man. It's all good. Finish your take.
Holy shit. All I'm saying is I understand if you're born identifying as a woman. I respect that, and I recognize whoever's born identifying as a woman as a woman. But you have a choice to take HRT. You have a choice to fully transition physically.
I don't think so.
So
Like, I'm just saying I'm a
comparing
woman, and if I had like a penis, I would want to get rid of it.
Comparing that to someone who
I wouldn't.
Compare that to comparing to someone that is. I can't explain this properly without getting a bunch of ohs, fucks, controversy. Oh, Train, stop.
Sounds like we should just do the vote.
In reality, if you're my friend, you'll try to explain my take in a least controversial way, regardless of if you agree with it. You understand? Being my friend isn't making it sound like the worst thing. You would try to explain it for me in a least controversial way, even if you disagree with it.
I understand your take, okay? You're basically saying that black people have to live as a black person for their entire life. They never make a choice to be black, and they've got to live that experience as a black person. But a trans person can be born as a woman, but they make the choice to transition, and they make the choice to play sports, right? Is what you're saying?
But what about Michael Jackson?
Wait. Is that what you were saying?
I'm not saying a choice to play sports.
Never mind.
I'm not saying a choice to play sports. I'm saying if you're not as a woman, then you recognize as a woman. You can choose to play sport.
Sure.
I mean, sorry.
So yeah, I understand what you're saying. So the problem is
that,
so the problem is that when you present something as a choice, you're making it sound like somebody's electing to do something that they otherwise like shouldn't necessarily have the right to elect to make this choice, right? But the problem is for a lot of people, these aren't normally choices that you have to make in life. You don't have to choose whether or not you can be treated as a certain gender, or choose if you want to have your body match your genitals, or choose if you want to be able to compete in a sport that makes you feel comfortable. That's the reason why people would take issue with you saying, well, they're making a choice to do that, right? It would kind of be like saying, like, if if a let's say we go back to the civil rights era and you've got like the separate but equal stuff, right? Well, black people are choosing to go into restaurants that white people aren't in because they want to eat different food, but they could eat the food at their own restaurants, right? Well, it's like, okay, but the problem is that like this choice that they're making is really something that they probably shouldn't have to wrestle with for their life at any point regardless, right? It's not like you're choosing to like have a luxury good or choosing to do something that should just be a privilege. Like getting to compete in a sport or being recognized as the gender that you identify as are things that most people don't have to like fight with in life, right?
I understand that, but I still think like here's the hot take that I think all of you can't handle, and I understand why you can't handle it.
I can't handle it.
Yeah, no, I fully understand why you can't comprehend what I'm trying to say here, but
it's not about comprehension, buddy.
By the way, we originally agreed, Train. I wasn't like, I was just saying, don't say that it's a choice. I was just trying to stop you from going there.
Yeah, you're good.
So
I
wait,
appreciate
Train, you
that.
said that
Listen,
you did 9 years of Muay Thai?
yes, listen, real quick. Listen, let's stop deflecting off the topic, okay?
I
Like,
know,
why?
I'm just trying to understand you a little bit better. So imagine what color are your eyes, by the way?
Let me finish this, okay? Just
You
listen.
could choose to wear contact lenses and you could continue to do Muay Thai, but if you wear your regular eye color to Muay Thai, you can't do Muay Thai anymore. It's something that you enjoy, part of your life. I'm sorry, like when we talk about sports and competing, this is about people, like this isn't something that they do for fun. Like this is part of Knut's life.
I understand that, but comparing it to, I just don't think I don't think it's comparable to. I just don't think it's comparable.
Guys, we should
Being
probably.
a competitive athlete is a little bit more of a luxury than going into certain restaurants, though, right? Like we can be a little bit more choosy.
I don't think
The
so. Like
rules.
athletic events are like central to like American identity. We sing the fucking national anthem at like all of our sporting events. Like I would say like the ability to compete in like sporting events in the US is like a pretty like central part to like a lot of American identity. Like our athletic institutions are like multi-billion-dollar industries. Even college football is like one of the largest sports in the world. I would argue that like that like athletic events have a really big place in like the average American life.
How did we get here?
I don't know.
Easy example.
We got here because we compared a transgender individual that has transitioned to a woman and having higher testosterone and completely smashing record. We compare that to segregation between black people and white people, and I don't understand.
The reason why I said.
But eye color.
You're right. I shouldn't have cut you off. Go on.
What?
Finish. No, finish, Train. Sorry.
I'm finished.
All right.
I'm finished. Go ahead, Hasan.
Okay. The reason why I was talking about this is because we all are currently operating under the assumption that trans people are not trans by choice. This is something that you're born as, right? So because of that, I said, hey, it's not a choice that you're black, but if we looked at averages of black athletes competing in the NBA, they might be better on average than white athletes. So we should ban black athletes from playing. They're naturally black, saying that they're naturally black, and hey, what are you going to do? They just naturally have this, unfair physical advantage. We can't have them play with us is ridiculous, right? You understand? So that's why I was analogizing.
Do you agree with that, Alibrel?
I get that.
No, it's a ridiculous statement.
I understand what you're saying with that, but
okay.
There's a difference. Ah, fuck.
All right.
I'm so confused.
Guys, look.
I wish I had my
I
shoes off
really
over
don't
there.
want to stop. Unless everybody, we can carry this into the next round if we want.
Yeah.
But we have to eliminate
I'm
somebody.
just trying to secure my partnership, Raj.
We have to eliminate somebody. I wanted to carry it into the next round, but we have to eliminate somebody. Okay, Destiny, you won the last round. All right, congratulations with 24% of the vote. The two people in the bottom two that you need to choose to eliminate are Tara Babcock and Candyland.
Bullshit.
Wait, who can I pass this to Knut?
No.
who got the lowest votes?
Candyland.
Bullshit.
Okay.
What the fuck? He doesn't hesitate to kick. He doesn't hesitate to kick one of
Why
my
do you
boys
always?
from
Why don't you just make a choice?
Because I don't want to think like I hate one person and not the other.
No, but
Candyland.
You
got the
already
lowest
said
votes.
you hated me, so
I did not say I hated. Wait, did I really?
You did in the clip in the clip where you said I was hot. You said I dislike. Oh, you said dislike.
What?
Oh my
Destiny?
God.
Oh my goodness.
I
Okay,
guess
listen.
you're perpetuating that narrative.
No,
I can't
I'm just
believe-
kidding. I only said that because I don't want you to know how much I really like you, okay? But you have the lowest amount of votes, so I'm kicking you off. I love you though. It's been fun, okay?
Bye, Candy. Thank you so much. Go ahead and shout yourself
Bye.
out.
Bye, Candy.
Thank you for having me.
Bye, Candy.
Twitch.tv/Candyland. Bye.
Twitch.tv
Bye,
says
Candy.
Candy. Bye, Candy. All right. Okay. Does anybody want to continue? Or
Yeah. I had one example. Okay, I liked where View is going, but Train, do you know your T levels?
Train, get in a knock on the room. By the way, go ahead and knock.
He's
Train,
not here. I don't have anything to.
Are you here, Train?
Train.
Okay, let's. It's to him. So if he's not here,
did he leave? Train.
Somebody's echoing.
He's listening.
Oh, he's on the toilet. Okay. Look, well, Train, you can go ahead and answer it. I have other topics. We can let's switch around two topics. So, recently, we're going to talk about boobs today. Okay. Yes, we're going to talk about boobs. Yes, lots of boob talk today, but it's not sexual. Okay, not sexually talking about boobs. Okay,
if
so
we're in America, I would
there's
argue
been a
that
lot
it
of.
is anyway.
I think this has been happening a lot around the platform recently, which is why I'm bringing it up. Is there's a lot of there's a few female streamers. I'm not going to say a lot, but a few that have been all around Twitter. There's been some Reddit clips commenting about women with boobs ruining the platform.
I think you're right.
Women and revealing themselves a little bit too much or wearing low cut shirts. So I wanted to know, is it really a problem on Twitch? Like, are they actually ruining the platform?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm trying to get the incel vote.
Yeah. Okay. So like, are they actually ruining the platform? Like, are these people that are talking on Twitter? Like, are they maybe looking? Are they over? Exaggerating? Like, is it really an issue?
Is any harm being done to the platform by women with breasts being present?
Yeah, what does that mean to harm the platform? I've always been curious to talk to someone who has this opinion because it's like you can choose to watch certain things or not watch certain things. So what is the actual harm on the communities that you choose?
I think
the argument. All right, go ahead.
I think right. I'm not being an incel for saying this, right? God, I've been so quiet.
Just say it. Go.
I'm trying so hard, Raj, to get this partnership. But it's just like I'm trying so hard. But
okay, never mind. I'm going. Okay, the problem is that when you have women that show a lot of boobs and that becomes the norm, this is the argument that would be made. Okay, I don't know if I necessarily agree with this, but if you have a lot of women that look a certain way on the platform, that people going into other chats will expect those women to look that way. That's like the argument.
Okay, but can I just say it's so surprising to hear people talk about this now when it's like way less prevalent than it was like 3 or 4 years ago. Does anyone actually
wait? You think it's way less prevalent?
Oh,
you think it was more? You think it was worse?
I don't know. Should I say it or should I not?
I think it's always been crazy
right now than it was before.
There used to be especially a lot of videos on YouTube that talked about like streamers on Twitch, and I feel like that is what really set the standard, especially people coming from YouTube to Twitch to kind of expect that kind of thing. But I don't feel like that's as common.
Your mic's
cutting out a little bit.
Especially now that we have like really good high-level gamers like Hafu playing on Twitch. We don't have to worry about that as much.
Look, listen,
Sliker, go ahead and say what you're gonna say, Sliker. I don't think it's anything worse. If you're thinking about it, I'm sure it's not worse than what you have said in the past. Okay.
Hey, there's just there are a minority, and I repeat, minority of females that stream with their cleavage out, which that are talentless yet get good amount of views.
No, I'm just kidding.
So,
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
They fill a niche.
Why does it matter if they're talentless?
Yeah, there's 3 million goddamn broadcasters every month. The vast majority of them are talentless.
Can I just tell you guys something I heard that I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that in some country like Turkey or some shit, porn is illegal, so they come to Twitch.
UK is going to be illegal in the
porn is illegal in Turkey.
Wow.
For real?
Really?
True.
Yeah,
how can your national sport be oil wrestling, but porn is illegal?
It's so fucking terrible.
That's weird.
Dude.
How can that be both?
It became illegal under and this might shock you, a conservative religious establishment, similar to Donald Trump's.
All right. Anyway, go.
Can we talk?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Tara.
So I want to talk about what Destiny said then, the argument that it's going to make girls feel like they have to do that in order to be on the platform. Okay, we have to then presuppose that there's something wrong inherently with boobs or sexuality or something like that. So is that what they're saying? That like if a
I'll read a tweet. I'll read a tweet that the one that I came across and says
we already know the tweet. She's gonna say we don't care about boobs or whatever. No, okay, fuck that tweet. The issue isn't that it's wrong.
I don't know the tweet.
That wasn't. Okay, no, this wasn't. No, this had nothing to do with that.
Destiny, 90% of your followers are females. Okay.
No. This I'll paraphrase this, but basically,
go read it.
I'm paraphrasing it. I'm paraphrasing it and saying, as a female streamer, Oh shit! I probably shouldn't read the tweet because everybody's gonna go find it. So never mind. It said.
Just don't read it word for word. You'll be fine.
But that's on the public record.
I know,
Raj.
but as the they claim that it's an embarrassment if you are a female.
It is. I think some of the bad humor on this site is an embarrassment. It doesn't reflect on me or anyone else.
Yeah,
I don't.
Okay, so the problem with the boob thing isn't that boobs are inherently bad or that sexuality is inherently bad.
They're
The problem is
embarrassing.
when people, no, it's not embarrassing. The problem is when people set that as an expectation for a female streamer, right? If you want to stream and your boobs are out and you are more sexual than other or whatever thing, that's fine. But if you choose not to do that and people come into your chat and then they set that expectation on you and then they harass you over it, that's a problem.
But
and
people set the expectation that you have to be funny or that you have to be good at games or you have to do lots of certain things. Why is the boobs the one that we're focusing on so much?
Yeah,
That's
and also
what
that
I
would
don't
only
get.
work. That analogy would only work if you actually thought that like that setting that expectation was a bad thing.
Yeah, like
do you think it's a bad? It all comes down.
I would argue that it's a bad
bad
thing. Yeah, I would argue that it's a bad thing to expect a woman to be sexual in order to be entertaining.
But
it's a bad
more
thing to
importantly,
expect a
the
woman
people
to be
that are
anything other than
arguing
what she wants
about
to do.
women with boobs showing on the platform are always going into people who aren't showing their boobs and saying, finally, somebody who's not a goddamn titty streamer. So I would argue that it's being normalized and expected that they not expose their cleavage, and
Yeah,
it's literally
there
the
are
opposite of the
there are
problem
negatives-
that might.
There are negatives and positives to both sides. To not be a titty streamer, people are going to come in and they're going to respect you more initially. So it's a choice that you're making to either be respected initially or to have to like climb from way lower.
Go ahead, Alabro. Why do you disagree?
Well, I don't respect or disrespect you just because you've got a huge pile of cleavage right now.
Well, you don't, but other people generally do on
You
Twitch.
either.
Who shit
Same
posters who
goes
come
to
in.
you, Alabro.
If we're gonna assume that there are a bunch of people telling girls to show their cleavage, then we're gonna also assume that those people don't respect the girls that are not
Why
showing their
should we
cleavage.
assume that? The more we don't assume that, the more they don't do it.
What do you mean? I'm talking about for the sake of the argument, not like assuming that.
What
they
I
do.
also found additionally
I'm
hilarious
not talking about
this
sakes of argument. I'm talking about the reality of situations when we socialize people to normalize certain things, like nude beaches. We sexualize things less when we have exposure to these concepts.
Okay, but that doesn't change what people are going to do on Twitch in this.
Okay, there's
if we
another
start
element that we're not
differing our
actually
treatment of
discussing
that.
here, and that's the fact that Knut is also a fairly sexualized streamer. I would say that I'm a
Yeah.
fairly sexualized streamer as
Yeah,
well, and yet it never
definitely.
takes anything away from us. People never look at us and go, "Oh, those guys are a bunch of fucking male bimbos," and
But
they
you
don't do
also get a
anything,
lot
and they're
less
actually ruining the
benefit from it.
content.
You get a lot less benefit from being hot as a guy on Twitch because the main
How do
majority
you
of
know
people
that?
watching are male.
Well, it's not.
Can
yeah,
you
it's not so
quantify
much.
your claims?
Plenty of gay
Sarah,
males
about
out
that?
there.
You-
Tara,
okay,
I
this
don't
is
know.
how-
I've seen my
One at a
Tara.
time. One at a time. Go
Okay.
ahead. One at a time. Destiny, go ahead.
Okay, so it's almost inarguable that take issue with that.
Alabrel is.
Yeah, I don't
But-
know why.
What are the preferences?
Look at this.
Titties,
Many
women.
of them
Look at this
claim
Look at
claim
this.
loudly that their preference is to not see the half-naked
Right.
women.
Because we can sort by most popular streamers that are male and female on Twitch, and we can see a
Oh.
clear distinction between
Okay,
the
let's
appearances
do
of both
that.
of these people. Sure.
The clear
So who are-
sorting
whoa, are
of
you
the
trying to
top
say that
100
ninja's not
streamers
hot, dude?
is that
I would
98
clap
of them are
ninja
men.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but it's. Wait, what does that have to
Why
do with what
is
we're talking
that?
about?
But go ahead.
Because most of the people that
We're
watch our
talking
website are
about
men.
preference between male and female viewership and
Yeah,
what
but
they
the preference for
prefer
the
to
type
look
of
at.
women, the preference for the
Straight-
type of, but the preference
Yeah,
for
but
the
you're
type
not
of women that
saying
you
that
want to
the
see on the
other
platform
98 are,
doesn't
like,
mean that you
hot
want to
dudes.
see more women than men.
Well,
What did
but
you
I'm
just say?
arguing
Sorry.
that they don't want to see breasts because they're watching men instead.
No,
But that's not an argument.
They're on whether a straight dude would rather watch a hot girl because she's hot or a hot dude because he's hot. It's probably going to be a hot girl because she's hot.
Yes.
But the data indicates otherwise. Men are
No,
being
it
watched in
More.
an incredibly
Yeah.
higher
Men
amount.
make a lot more.
That's because we're talking
Organic
specifically
gaming
based off of
content.
appearance, not entertainment value, not how good they are at a game, not how long they've been on the
But
platform.
we're talking about that as one aspect of their production. We're not talking about it in isolation. We're talking at it as
No.
part of the
Hold on.
whole
Let's say let's say you ask somebody, do you like blue Hondas or do you like red Hondas? And they go, well, if I'm going to get a Honda, I always want it to be a blue Honda. And everybody loves blue Hondas more than red Hondas. And then you go to a parking lot, and in that parking lot, there are 96 Toyotas and then 3 blue Hondas. You don't say, well, look at all these Toyotas. Nobody cares about the color of the Hondas. It doesn't make sense. That argument doesn't logically follow. People have a very big preference for the way that a female streamer looks on Twitch. That doesn't mean they prefer women over men. That just means there's a preference for a specific trait that women have on the platform. This idea that because there are more men than women, that there isn't a preference for the type of woman that should be seen on Twitch, it doesn't logically follow. It's not a rational argument.
If you look at most of the top female streamers, they're
there have
doing
been
sexy
any
shit.
studies done to show what type of women they prefer.
I think all of the
Do you
top
actually
female
need
streamers
studies
are
for
like
this?
way better looking than the top male streamers.
Yeah.
You know?
They focus more on their
Like,
apparence.
Yeah.
I think this
Even
is
if they
Ninja
do have other
Erasure,
merits.
and you need to stop saying that, okay? He's a hottie.
Okay.
Has
But I'm
anyone
just
done a
saying, like, the
survey
women
of
who
the
stream on
top
Twitch are
women
hot.
streamers
They're
and
all
what they
hot.
dress like?
They're like
Alabra-
8, 9,
Alabra-
7
Hassan would be number one male.
Can I?
Hassan would be number one male streamer if it was up to looks, but it's not. It's not.
Whoa, thanks, man. That's really nice.
Go ahead, Pokey.
I feel that way, but
Go ahead, Pokey.
I think there should be.
I guess this is
Okay.
maybe
Casey.
sort of in response to Albrail and maybe like my hot take on the topic, but it's that anybody that comes to Twitch and wants to dress scantily for the sole purpose of making a lot of money, and anybody that harps on others for maybe being more revealing on stream, both of these people don't truly understand the Twitch market or the gaming market, because it is far more profitable long term to have a more PG persona than it is to be a very sexual streamer. And
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, my Disney sponsorship is
in
over.
my opinion, if someone is like following the TOS and not being an asshole, then like who cares what they do?
But if you can skirt the line of the TOS and then also have some kind of redeeming characteristics, I think it would be more marketable.
Nico, you want to talk or are you
I
waving
think
goodbye?
I think like
I'm raising my hand because I'm very polite.
Yeah,
I
go
like,
ahead.
you know.
Nico, por favor.
Gracias, maestro, gracias. Okay, so the question was, is this ruining the platform? That was the question, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I just throw a bunch of questions out and see where everybody takes it. But go on.
Well, I mean, okay, so my answer is absolutely not. It's not ruining the platform, right? And like I'm gonna make a perfect example, right? Who is the most popular female streamer on Twitch?
Pokimane.
She's right there.
She's right there. Okay.
Oh,
And so
what we've proven by this case study, what we've proven by this case study is
Hold on,
people prefer-
Alabra. Hold on,
No,
Nico,
no.
go ahead.
I listened to you 10 times.
Christ.
It's my turn, okay? So the point I'm trying to make is this. So if the most popular streamer on Twitch, female, happens to be right here, and it's all about her content, and do you consider yourself a booby streamer? No, she
I
does
don't like
not.
that term, but no. 'cause
She's
I
hot, though.
generally
She does
don't
not.
tend to show
She
my
does not.
boobies.
So, in other words, is it ruining the platform? No, it's not ruining the platform, because I think that the market that goes into the girls that are like barely breaking the term of service or whatever, is a different market that will go into other streamers. I mean, you know, it's
Big true.
I think what a lot of people have a
Hassan, you're
problem with
echoing.
is that like
Somebody's echoing.
Hassan, you're echoing.
is it me? No.
Is that
Okay.
me?
sorry.
Go ahead. Continue.
The hurdle that female streamers have to jump over is to first prove that they are a real gamer or have good intent or whatever. And if you dress like I do, as opposed to dressing like Pokey does, the hurdle is a lot bigger. And with Pokey, she's proven that she's a real gamer and that she actually likes gaming, and therefore it's much easier for her to build an audience. But so I think there's like, I don't understand why people would feel like they need to be a booby streamer to get views when there are detriments to that as well.
Yeah,
Invader V,
that's
I
my
would
point
like
as
you to
well.
provide your real gamer
I
credentials.
think no. You know what? Pokimane You know what? Fuck it.
Gamer
TOS. You know
credentials.
what? Fuck it. You know what I mean? Pokimane. You know what I mean? Fuck it. You know what I mean? Listen, let me say
Sliker,
this
careful
right.
now. Careful,
The whole
Sliker.
thing about Pokimane
Oh, God,
is
Sliker.
no, I don't give a fuck, right?
I know. That's the problem, but we do. That's the problem. We do.
Just
Because
go.
all
Oh my
these
god,
pussies
just
won't
fucking
speak
say
up.
it. No one has been banned from
I
fucking.
trust Sliker. Go off.
All you little pussies won't speak up because the reason why Poki's at the top is because of her personality, right? She has a good personality on stream, right? Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So why are we complaining about
White
city streamers?
Bro, you don't understand sarcasm. Listen, let me be honest with you, right? There's girls out there, maybe Tara Babok, that you possibly see on YouTube thumbnails. Like people would use that for thumbnails. They would.
Hell yeah.
Exactly. So I think she knows it's all about business. She knows it. She knows it herself. She is showing partially of which that's up to her. I'm not.
Are you
telling her
talking to
not
me?
stop
Are you
it.
talking
Yeah.
about me or her?
No. Tara, right?
These points are never
They
focused.
put Poki in thumbnails too.
Yeah.
No, well,
I think,
that's
I
because
think Pokey, have you been on like a Twitch Sluts compilation yet? You have, right?
She has. I've seen her on them.
I know me and Tara have.
I think Knut has.
I avoid that area of YouTube.
Pokimane's different because Pokimane's like everywhere. You know what I mean? Instagram fame, all that shit. You know what I mean? So when someone sees Pokimane, they're like, okay, we're gonna click on that. You know what I mean? All the white knights and all that shit. But when it comes to Tara Badbok, someone needs.
Why is there a magical division in your mind? Why are they in two completely different categories?
There is a division. We can't ignore that there's something inherently sexual about like big ass titties.
Poki's the biggest female streamer.
I think me and Tara, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Tara. Okay. I think me and Tara actually have the same point just by saying like whether you're doing what I do or whether you are more revealing and do what Tara does. There are pros and cons to both things, and people should stop acting like being sexual on Twitch is an instant ticket to fame. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
That's absolutely ridiculous. If you look at the top Twitch streamers, me, Hafu, Ray, Janet, literally all of them, none of them are like super overtly sexual. So
go ahead.
That
Train.
was the point that I wanted to make.
Go ahead, Train.
Okay, listen.
I've seen women like Tara Babok and like Casey Tron. They would have so many viewers because they're sick.
Tara Babcock.
Okay.
All right. So they have so many viewers because they're sexually attracted, but then they start dropping in views because people get bored of them. You know what I mean?
Go on, Train.
Right.
Yeah, I'm fucking horrible.
Yeah, I've dropped some
like,
views
no
dramatically.
viewers. Yeah.
Go ahead, Train.
It's definitely not about that, but it can get viewers at first, which isn't really something to be coveted if you can't keep viewers and shit.
I'm just trying to show more skin so I can get these people from Turkey in my stream.
Oh god, I'm like banned Turkey.
Guys, Train, go ahead.
Okay, so this has taken me 2.5 years to
say
to perfect. Okay,
Yes.
it's taken 2.5 years to perfect here. Okay, listen, I can genuinely and honestly say, okay, so two things. Firstly, I'm gonna cover the whole thing about why HASAN and Knut aren't. Listen, HASAN and Knut, when things are said about you guys, you know, when sexual comments are made towards you, when you're called hot or attractive or whatever the fuck, right? Don't turn around and completely reverse high road. Oh, you sexist pigs, and then you get banned for fucking 14 days. Okay, there isn't some bullshit. You know what you are. You know what you're doing. You don't give a shit. Okay, no one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck about, like, for example, Tara Babcock. Okay,
I give a fuck about it.
Listen, she's cool. She does what she does. She doesn't care. She doesn't try to get people in trouble because she's fucking easily offended. She doesn't want the win-win situation where she shows tits, but no one can talk about them because they're sexist if they do. People just don't like people who sexualize their content and then turn around and question as if they're in some theatrical play in shock. Oh, look at these. Let's get you banned fucking 2 weeks. It's the most ridiculous double standard trash I've seen in my entire fucking life. It's high roading. It's this win-win situation. Just accept what you do. No one gives a fuck. You might get more viewers. You might not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Stop trying to get people in trouble because you yourself can't accept what you are doing. And it's that simple. It sounds like people that are making decisions to get somewhere in life but can't look themselves in the mirror and accept it. Just accept it. Tara accepts it. Tara has it fucking blatantly on her Twitter. And no one gives a fuck. No one shit talks Tara. I don't. I like Tara. I invite her to my podcast every week. You understand? And that's all it is. That's all it is. People
On
don't
accident.
and that's all.
Why does that bother you so much? Like, I 100% agree it's really annoying, but why does that get up your ass so much? Like, it seems like it's your main pet peeve when girls do that kind of thing. Are you annoyed that...
Because
no, he's not. Oh my god.
Train. The problem is that I listened to your argument. I think you spoke really well. I like that you took the time to think about what you wanted to say. The problem is that some people could hear what you said as these women are asking for it.
No,
that's not what I'm saying at all.
That's not what he said. He did not say those words at all. But like saying, well, look at the way that you're dressing, look at the way that you're acting. You shouldn't have any sort of negative response to people.
No, he said, look at me and Hassan. If we're being objectified, we just, yeah, of course, we know how we look.
Very, very easy for you guys because if somebody on the street objectifies you, it's not very threatening.
Oh,
but like,
this isn't the
dumbass argument. We're not even.
You're putting yourself on the internet to like a billion people.
How about, more importantly, the sexualization is happening with or without that streamer's consent. If we look at Pokey and Casey's dress right now, their shirts are cut at roughly the same place. Casey just happens to be much more endowed than Pokey, and so she has more cleavage in her shirt. What? These are.
I mean, that's true, but that's dumb.
Facts.
Come on.
And Casey
if
is more
people looking at her
sexualized.
fucking titties, like she'd put on a different
My
shirt.
point is,
No, and I mean, like,
Casey
I
is
could,
more
like-
sexualized, regardless of
Look
whether
at that.
she's trying to be,
Look at that.
than Pokey is.
Casey
what I
Tron's
just did there?
Casey Tron's only sexualized because it was her entire persona for the first 4 years on Twitch. She trolled it. That was what she did. Her fucking
Casey
name,
Brown just lost about 500
her name
votes.
was the Braz. No, her
I'm
name
sorry,
was the.
Alabro, but to be honest, like
Her
I
name
just,
was the
like, hold
Brazzers logo.
It
Her name
still
was the
is,
Brazzers logo, for
motherfuckers.
fuck's sake.
Yes.
Her name
Like,
was
it's
a
not
porn
that-
logo.
It's a good logo.
She sexualized herself.
Just of my size, I can still pull my shirt down a bit, wear a bit more push-up. You know, it's not
Yeah.
like it's impossible to have cleavage,
you can.
or to not have cleavage, or to control
I'm not
that in some manner.
disparaging either
Candyland
of
did
you.
it
I'm
all the
saying
time
that
before breast
Casey is
implants.
sexualized regardless of her opinion
don't
on whether or
know.
not she's being sexual.
At this point, I honestly
what?
question who's sexualizing me and what's wrong with them.
I need to fucking take a break. I need to take
Yeah,
Alabro.
did
Listen,
I
you have a
misunderstand?
thick
Go ahead,
Train,
Train.
dude.
Go ahead, Train.
Train, did I misunderstand your position? Did you say that Casey can or can't criticize others because their logo is Brazzers? I'm not like trying to
she can
attack. I just
criticize
genuinely
who
want
she
to hear.
wants. Hey, listen, I'll bring Casey on her and we'll go in together. Okay, we'll
Okay.
criticize together. Okay, she can criticize whoever the fuck she wants. Okay, what I'm saying is, Alabro's making it sound like she's being sexualized for, because she's sitting there. No, she has sexualized herself. Her goddamn entire panel for 4 years on Twitch as one of the biggest streamers on the platform was a Brazzers logo. Was porn.
It
She
still
talked about her.
is.
She talked about her tits nonstop.
I don't think I talked about
Don't you
it.
think it's a little weird that you and I,
Guys, let Train finish. Alabro.
all the
I
time.
could go find you a
Alabro.
random individual on just chatting right now that has some cleavage who is definitely being sexualized against
Okay, the
their will.
reality is Alabro is saying boobs shouldn't be inherently sexual on their own, and actually, Tara disagrees, right?
Yeah, I definitely disagree.
Yeah, so
Because Tara's real. That's why. Squad W. Tara, listen. If there's an award, one day when I have the goddamn armies of fucking North America and Asia and everywhere, I'm gonna award you as the general, okay, of the war, okay. You're a goddamn real individual. It's unbelievable. Listen,
Is it really that unbelievable? Because that sucks.
No, listen. Yeah, I know.
Hold on,
Doesn't
no,
it
this
suck?
is so
No,
stupid. It's
people-
not about being real. It's about
It is about being
descriptive
real,
versus
Destiny.
prescriptive.
People-
It's about saying like this is how things are, but it's not how they should be. Like how should we act? Is it true that if you see fucking boobs or whatever, like does that make a girl look
You
more
should
sexual? To a lot
donate
of
to
people today,
them.
sure. But does that mean you should treat them that way? Does that mean that you should act in a different way towards them, or that
But
you should
nobody
like,
on
treat them
Twitch
like-
treats
Parents'
anyone
credit
Yeah,
cards
but here's the problem.
and
Here's
slide
what's
it through their cleavage.
Here's what's being ignored, okay? Everyone's looking at changing the man's mind, okay? It's not about changing the man's mind, okay? It's about
It is
changing
about changing the man's mind.
No, it's about changing. No, first, before you change the man's mind, Destiny, you gotta change the other, some of the women's mind. Okay,
How
wanted to-
dare they fucking dress
Listen, no,
like that?
you wanted
They're
to-
out.
Let Train finish, Alabro.
Let me finish it for you. Argue and assume my point, Destiny. Listen.
Wait, okay, go.
Okay,
I have to. Train is right. This is how civil liberties are won, by conceding to the other side's expectations. That's how it goes.
No,
Historically, always.
that's
How
not,
it
that's
went
not what I'm
with
that's-
schooling, definitely.
That's not what I'm talking about, okay? What I'm saying is You believe boobs should not be sexualized. That's what you believe, correct? Yet,
Not necessarily, yeah.
there are people, it's funny to me because most people that want them to be not sexualized are the same ones that use them in a that use them in a sexual manner. Do you understand? And I know what your argument's gonna be to jump to that.
I don't want them to be
are you like
sexualized,
talking
and
about
I
people
don't
who
use them in a
literally
sexual
sell
manner.
like Patreon sets
No,
on their
but
Twitter and then get offended for people making jokes about sucking their dick?
Also want the win-win, and they use them to be
like
sexual.
those
They use them to get ahead. Do you understand? Like if you want them not to be sexual, then
But we
there's the
just
passive-
established
Okay,
that
look,
they
it's
don't
passive
get
body
ahead.
part. It's a passive
It's
body
the
part.
We
prerogative.
Arm
just
used to get ahead.
established
No.
that they don't get ahead by doing it.
It's the prerogative of the
don't
streamer to
establish.
ban
No, we
people
didn't
for whatever
establish.
reason, and
The
your
only thing
prerogative
is-
to dislike that. I don't.
The only thing we established is, listen, I need you to
The
understand.
top
Alabro.
female streamers have a
No.
more PG.
Alabro, but hold on, you're
Alabro, you're wrong.
Listen.
Alabro, listen. A 200 viewer female streamer is making just as much as a 5K male streamer. Believe that or
I
not,
don't think that's
it is
true.
factual. No, it is.
That's
I don't know.
I've seen a lot of like 60
Not
viewer
across
girls
the
that I
board,
would
but in
get
general.
Denial.
offended.
You're in such denial. It's insane to me.
I think it's easier to be like a titty streamer and be mid-level and make a living than it is to be like the top streamer as a guy or someone who could even nearly make a living. That is true. Maybe the toppest girl streamers are not doing that, but
are these-
there's so many mid-level ones doing that.
Are there really female streamers with 200 views making more than male
Yes.
streamers with
No,
5,000
yeah.
views?
Not with five-
Shut
that
up,
was-
Trey.
no, that was an
Patreon-
exaggeration.
Hey, look, I'll be
Yeah.
honest
No,
with
it's
you.
not an
There's
exaggeration.
streamers with 200 viewers that are male that are making more money than me. You know,
Right.
in subs.
No.
Some people are just
Don't
really
touch
bad
it.
at monetizing their
About
shit.
Train. So I don't
I'm
even
just-
have I people come onto my channel and they sexualize my breasts. I don't use my breasts in my channel because
Oh, ban those people. They're
it would
idiots.
be
Okay.
no. That's I'm not going to ban people for having an opinion.
But how
It's fine,
dare she
whatever.
ban them by she has breasts, Train.
And also,
Oh,
I
what
don't
an
ban
extreme
them
take by
because-
you, Alabro. Taking what I said and applying the most extreme thing to it so you can be right, Alabro? Real fucking great of you. You know what? Let me go ahead and call the Institute of Harvard, get you accepted here. Give me a second. Hey, Harvard, Alabro is a fucking
I don't think you
genius.
understood
Let's bring
the
him on.
argument you were fucking making if you think that that's a hot take.
It's so funny.
She's using her breasts.
Fucking
just
grade
as
one
much as
genius
any
on
other
this fucking
fucking
cast.
streamer is using their breasts.
There's no fucking
Are you
doubt.
using your breasts?
I'm gonna
Let Knut
There's
start
no
over.
fucking. There's no fucking doubt that Invader V uses her body for sexual content on her stream. She's doing it exactly the same. No, not your boobs, your whole body, your legs,
So wait, now
your
what's-
short
Hold on.
shorts,
Whoa,
No,
Knut.
there's no problem. We're not
Let
saying
her
it's a
let her
problem.
speak. Let her speak on that for herself because I don't want you to put words in her mouth. Please go ahead,
Yeah.
Invader.
Oh, she can talk when I'm finished. I'm real.
Knut.
There's no problem doing this. The point is,
Yes.
when they fucking deny it and ban people trying to get
If there's
people
no
banned
problem
from the
with it, why
platform,
are we yelling about it every fucking
Because
week?
people are getting banned. Because people are getting fucked. Because people. That's why. I don't care if it's one person or
So
two
what you're
or
saying is
three.
there is a problem with it.
I'm saying
The
there's no
problem-
problem with it, but the only problem being made is by the same people that want there to be no problem with it. That's
So
the
there's no problem with it, but there's a problem with it.
No, there is no
Train.
problem with it.
We
There's
were
a problem with
talking
the people.
about people that have a problem with it. though.
Train, do you
That's
use
where
your
the term
chicken legs to
originated
get
from.
views?
Yeah, and do I bitch about the memes? No.
Hey,
Or do
go ahead, Invader. Go ahead, please.
Sorry. I also don't bitch about the memes. I really don't.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't sexualize my breasts, but somehow my breasts become like a topic
Permaban
of
'em.
every single fucking stream. But I can't permaban everyone, man. And
Fuck
and
yeah,
I
you
don't
can.
understand why even if you, I mean, there are male streamers who have way bigger titties than I do. But their breasts aren't sexualized.
One sitting here on the show.
Oh my
There's a bunch of them. Look at how big Knut's chest is. It's outrageous. It's amazing. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
Knut,
But
that's
I'm
right.
not the female.
And
Knut's tits
Train,
are huge.
But when you talk about people who complain and what makes you frustrated, and then I think that like perhaps maybe you don't understand that if you are a female streamer, this isn't happening once or twice a day. This is happening a few hundred times every single day.
But
every
so is Trainwreck's legs. So if you're saying that boobs
No,
are
it's
inherently not sexual,
What is
then what's the problem?
I'm done. Alabro, you are literally delusional. I need to take a breather. I cannot cannot stand someone that's sitting here saying,
I have
Destiny,
$100 out of my fucking meager bullshit paycheck.
Send me
that
now.
an 8-hour
No, you don't want to. You'll lose this bet.
an 8-hour stream from you.
Clip it. Chat,
You'll
clip
lose this
it.
bet.
Oh,
You'll lose
do
this
it.
bet.
Oh,
You'll
you
lose
are-
this bet. The
you're-
only thing
you're-
that
you're-
the only
you're-
thing the only thing people make fun of train wrecks
You're
for than his
wrong
lane for is
now.
him smoking fucking coke. Okay, you don't want to do this shit. You're doing coke.
He smokes coke?
No, doing coke. You don't want to go on this road. You're not going to win this one.
Says
Okay.
you cannot find a stream before right now, and your army will get together and cheer for
right
you.
now.
Find one before now
Anyway.
that has more comments on your legs than V has on her breasts.
I'm gonna get perma. I need to go, Raj. I'm gonna get permabanned right now, dude.
Just relax.
I'm getting perma off
Wait,
Twitch.
hold on, relax.
Train.
You just
Why?
relax. Take a breather.
I
Why are you
make
against people
$800 a
commenting on her
month.
legs or boobs?
Albro, I
Because
actually
she
don't think
just
that's a
did.
fair comparison to make because I mean, Train has
Yeah,
a lot
why-
more TV, so either way, that's a shitty bet to take. I'm just letting you know.
But you can divide his viewers by let's say
people
five,
shit on
and
his
He
legs
like
did
a lot.
skin
not.
have
He
more.
didn't mention that. If you're gonna mention that, then maybe.
I've been in
could do that
Train's
as well.
chat. There's like entire Reddit threads dedicated to
About his
his
legs.
chicken legs.
Yeah.
You're not gonna win that argument, Ala, bro.
Wait, hold on. Enough about train wreck. Okay. I just want to say something.
Easy 100.
Go ahead.
So you look at the other day. I was actually my iPad and I looked at a stream from Knut in the gym lifting like three of me with his back. Okay. Now, people don't come into my stream and say, "Dude, where are your muscles?" You know. So like, I don't understand the whole thing about like generalization. The same thing with HASAN with his pictures with like the 17-pack. That's amazing. That's great.
I don't have
But-
a
Well, come on. But my whole point is that it's not. I mean, it doesn't matter because people don't come into other people's stream and say, "Dude, you don't have muscles. What is wrong with you?" So I think that for the female, it should be the same thing. I don't know why is that so much different.
True.
Good point.
I mean, that's what I think. And I have to do number one. If it's number two, I'll be a little longer.
Okay. Good luck.
But Nick, our point. Okay.
He's leaving. He's leaving the cockpit.
If
There's just
Train
nobody
makes
flying that
profit
plane
off
now.
of his legs, Train makes profit off of his legs and he allows people to talk about it. If girls make profit off of their bodies and they don't allow people to talk about it, that can be annoying. And the only way that's different hinges on you thinking that sexuality is some kind of weird thing that you shouldn't talk about or something. So, and I highly doubt you believe that, Alabrel. So I don't understand why people can't comment on a girl's body when they have it displayed, and it's a choice to have it displayed, but they can talk about his legs.
Tara, open your Twitch page right now.
Wait, let him answer.
Oh my God, he's gifting us subs.
I'm gifting you. I'm gifting you 100 subs right now. Open her Twitch page right now. You know what, Raj? Open it for her. Raj, open her Twitch page right now. I'm done, dude. Here.
Trainwreck's
take it.
#1 white knight.
I'm taking it, dude. Listen, I'm taking it, dude. Fuck it. Hey, here you go. $500. There you go, Tara. There you go. Easy.
I want to hear Sliker's opinion though.
There you go. Holy fuck. There you go. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. There you go. Holy shit.
Train, are you a moderator on Tara's chat now?
Holy shit.
Oh
there you
God.
go.
Oh,
White Knight Andy?
damn.
White Knight
Stop.
Andy.
Shit.
It's in my fucking ear.
Yeah, that's good.
Train
So
now,
was the
three
summary of
sub and
that
a
point?
moderator.
Was the summary of that point basically like if a girl is wearing a shirt with cleavage that she just needs to expect and accept that people are going to make comments about her breasts?
Yeah.
Or that she bans them and then people
Guys,
have a
let's
negative opinion about her.
We have to.
I still think we shouldn't
Pokey, can you hold that
normalize.
thought?
Oh yeah.
Hold that thought.
I think that-
I want to come back to Pokey's thought, and then everybody hold on to their thoughts and don't forget it. Please hold on to your thoughts. Do not forget it because I'm gonna call on one of you in a second. We need to vote and eliminate somebody because we're getting too far behind.
Fuck.
All right, go ahead and vote for who you want to keep, not kick. Keep, not kick.
Oh God.
In the chat. And by the way, use your Twitch Primes if you think I'm a stupid idiot. There you go. How about that? There you go. All right.
God, Train.
Okay. Go ahead and let's see. Pokimane, thank you for 7 months. I guess you think I'm
You're
a
so
stupid idiot.
welcome.
Thank you. Let's see here. Okie dokie. Let's take a look at the results here. All right. Tara Babcock, thank you for 2 months. All right, let's take a look at the results. Destiny and Sliker are tied at the top.
Did Sliker say anything? Holy shit.
No, he didn't.
Is the
That's
content
amazing.
for sure.
I applaud his effort as well.
Respect, dude.
It's that Man U jersey, dude. Complete trash.
Jackie, thank you for subbing. DA Cool 84, thank you for 2 months. Liddy 666, thank you for subbing. Jonassy, thank you for
I
subbing.
can't talk too much. I'm actually an Arsenal fan.
Okay, but you're doing better than us, so it doesn't matter.
All right. Currently Sliker is winning. Okay. All right. Okay.
Rightfully so.
Did I win the round?
No, you didn't. Not
Oh,
yet.
that's true. That's true. This Nico done more work as well. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Nico, what?
You do well,
I'm
dude.
saying that you done more work. You spoke more than me.
Okay. All right. Here we go. The winner of the round is Sliker. Sliker, you beat Destiny, and Knut's in 3rd place. Tara Babcock is up there at 11%. At the bottom 2, Nico and Invader V. Sliker,
Nico,
you need
Invader
to
V.
make a decision on who you're going to eliminate from the podcast. Is it going to be
Invader
Nico?
V will be here next week, so it's fine.
Fair.
All right. Okay.
Bye, guys.
Invader
Bye,
V has
thank
been
you so much.
eliminated
Bye.
from the show, according to Sliker. Thank you, Invader. Go ahead and shout out your channel. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for
According
inviting
to
me, guys.
Sliker.
It was really fun to talk with everybody and
See you, V.
have a chance. Bye, Train. I'll
Bye,
talk to
V.
later.
Thank you
Hope-
so much.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
Everyone,
Bye.
Bye, V.
Bye.
Jackie, thank you for
See
subbing.
you later.
Bye, V. All right. Remember those thoughts I told you to hang on to? Pokey. No!
Holden.
Did you forget, or did you get it? Did you get it?
Yeah, no, I let go of my thought. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, so like it basically sounded like what Tara was basically saying was that like if a woman wears something that is revealing of cleavage at all, that she just needs to be open to the fact that people will say like nice boobs,
Ooh,
nice
I
tits.
remember my thought. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was gonna add on to that and just say we still shouldn't normalize people like being complete creeps or complete assholes about it.
Yeah,
You know?
being a
Like,
creep
just
or
be
an asshole in
reasonable.
general is like that's up to Twitch, to police, or whatever,
I
and
just
it's up
worry
to the
sometimes
streamer
if
to
we-
ban people if they want to. But to not expect it makes you kind of dumb. I don't know. I can't imagine.
Well, yeah, but the goal is that we should change it. Like
Why
like
should
equally.
we-
Why should we change
Why?
the fact that if you show your boobs, people are gonna combine? It's like, oh, nice boobs.
Yeah, what's wrong with nice boobs? Why does that offend people so much? I really want to know why.
It
Why
doesn't
nice
offend
boobs
me.
would never offend anyone.
I think the problem is that people don't like it when others.
boobs.
You're
I think
not
the prob-
reducing someone to just their boobs by complimenting their boobs. If someone comes in and says, "Hey, nice hair," no one will take offense to that.
Yeah, because hair is sexualized oftentimes in the same way that like boobs are or asses are,
Your hair
right?
gets pulled. Like
I love
Nice
boobs.
705 head IQ argument.
God,
Nice
Casey,
job.
open your channel. Open your channel.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I like boobs a lot, but I wouldn't go on Twitch to look at boobs. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say.
But wait, hold on, dude. You're a guy. You look at boobs everywhere.
Yeah,
Yes.
everywhere you go, you see boobs. You look at
You
boobs.
look at
right?
boobs?
I mean,
Yeah,
I do, and I'm not.
Yeah, but if I wanted
dude.
to look at boobs, I'd be like going on porn sites.
I know, but you're a guy. Like you could
Oh,
be
you
in a
won't be
fucking.
able to once this fucking UK law passes. Then you're gonna be like the rest
Well,
of the
mate, there's
like
VPNs.
Nathan John
There's
stream
fucking
waiting for
VPNs.
some cleavage.
So, but I think and specifically there was a clip, Train, that we watched on your stream of the girl calling the girls that reveal themselves as I don't want to paraphrase the clip. Do you have that clip of the girl that you invited on the show?
Yeah, sure, I got you right now.
Could you give me that clip? Because that's I wanted to talk about that specifically because there was. I think she called them thoughts or something at some point, or
Words I
I
wouldn't
feel
use.
very empowered whenever I show my cleavage. Fuck that bitch.
Okay.
Yeah, Raj, it's in our
I just want to play this clip real quick. Is playing clips fair game pretty much for the most part?
I mean, she's not banned, so yeah, you're fine.
Okay, all right. I just want to play this clip real quick. Can you guys watch my stream? It's a little bit of a delay, but all right, okay, all right. Let's go real quick. I want to play it. Okay, all right, real quick. I'm gonna play the clip. 1 moment. Okay, here we go.
You needed to be proactive and think, all right, what is this platform? What do we want it to be? Let's lay the ground rules. Let's have the terms of service. When we see something we don't like, let's act on it. Instead of being like, well, this is happening. It's not really a big deal right now, so we're not going to worry about that. We're only going to worry about it when it becomes a big deal. And now that Twitch thoughts are a big deal, they're still doing nothing. they're still doing nothing to like. They're not doing nothing, but they're doing the bare minimum to slap them on the wrist and say, "Oh no, you shouldn't do that," like because blah blah blah. People are getting banned for mistakenly thinking that, you know, they said the N-word on stream when they said idiots, but bitches are here showing their feet and using their tits as puppets and they're not getting banned. Like, come on, what's going on, Twitch? Who works for you? Who do you have working for you? I feel like they literally have a circle jerk in their staff room every morning. I feel like Twitch is just one big fucking circle jerk.
Tell me when you guys are done watching. Sliker, don't clap. I'm just kidding. Are we done watching?
Not yet. Now it's done.
Oh,
Okay.
It's some real Squad W Fencel shit right here.
That was
I had never heard this before, but my God.
So, like, is
Tyler,
that
do
like...
you remember the clip I sent you?
I'm sorry,
Tyler,
but
do
the
you
only
remember the clip I
girls
sent
that
you?
say
Well,
stuff like this are just girls that have less viewers than the girls that they see doing
Yeah,
this.
she's
This
not
is
a female ally.
this is like the living
I
embodiment.
believe
this
in
is the living
empowering other
embodiment.
women.
This is the living embodiment of the girl that's like, oh, I'm not like other girls, and I don't have very
Yeah.
many friends that are girls. Like, yeah, like
I just
Those
don't get
are the
along
true
with them.
sluts.
Yes,
Hey,
yes, I
let's-
do.
let's
I'm
not-
just kidding.
Casey, yeah.
I was just kidding.
So, all right.
But everything she described at the beginning that like Twitch should be doing, Twitch literally has done. They clearly have a TOS that they're okay with.
So, do you think a lot of people that have some of these opinions are trying to find some reason to point the blame on something because of their like inadequacies as like being able to like pull like more viewers? Like, do you
I
think
think
that they
she's just trying to play to the.
I'm not talking about her in general. I'm just like saying like.
Oh,
I'm speaking
It's like
generally.
me being mad. It's like me being mad at fucking Shroud for being incredibly good at video games, but I suck. Like, who cares?
Yeah, I think when people are jealous, they try to make coping mechanisms. And one of them is to put themselves higher, more morally. So they like, oh, I'm doing the.
One second. Hold on to yourself. 1 second. Hold on to your.
What's happening?
Hold on to yourself. Relax. Hello. Go ahead. Talk.
Hello?
So yeah, finish your thought.
Yeah, much better. Yeah.
Go ahead and finish your thought.
Okay, I think throughout history, everyone who feels like they're lesser than for some reason and is jealous for some reason, they often try to make the opposite cool or morally correct. So, like, you know, back in the Greek days, everyone was like, this is like really reductionist, but everyone was like hedonistic and everything, and then they made the whole like religious thing where it's like, oh, we're morally better because we're spending less and we're doing different things than these people or whatever, and they try to make that the cool thing. And that's kind of how the coping mechanism manifests with girls who don't feel at least like they could do the same thing or don't want to because I don't know why, because that's not them. They're jealous and they want to make it seem like they're doing the morally right thing by not showing this horrible cleavage line.
If you I'm sorry, but if you stream full time, okay, and that's how you make a living, you have to come to terms with the fact that you have competition, right? You know, like, I mean, people are gonna either watch you or watch somebody else, right? And that translates to every single business, you know, that you could possibly think of, whether it is finance, it is law. I mean, if you're a shitty lawyer, guess what? You're not gonna do as well as a good lawyer. So, I mean, streamers that like don't do as well, making up excuses, it's like, honestly, if you do this for a living, then you have to step it up or maybe do something else. Oh no.
I mean, sometimes it's just luck and it's not.
Well, to some degree, I think that people think on Twitch, they enter on Twitch and they think that if I have a webcam and I have a good stream setup and I do whatever, you know, I do all these things, that it's automatically you're on the path to becoming the biggest next big thing. But that's just not the case.
Tell you that that's not the case because listen, I'm sitting on a multi-million-dollar machine. I'm not the worst looking guy in the world, and I have no viewers. So I'm the example. I am the example.
That is a multi-million-dollar machine. I've been in it. Okay, go on.
And I am pretty good looking. That's true also. But that's the example that just because you have the means does not mean that you know. It just takes a personality. It takes a connect. It takes it takes a skill, which I don't have. So that's why I don't.
The
but-
market is so saturated. There's no possible way you could come in with just titties and be the biggest streamer ever, unless you have something unique, like you're a troll, or you're really good at whatever the fuck you're doing on stream, or you're very good at games. That's just going to be a plus. Your looks are always going to be a plus, but for women, it's going to be more of a plus because the predominantly male audience.
Yeah, but the problem is, here's the problem, okay? The problem is, well, actually, okay, so you're completely right. Problem is, people are doing this, and these arguments, like what Alabro brought up earlier, oh, but the top 100, like they make it into a sex argument. Well, the top 100 best streamers on Twitch are 98 male. 98 of them are male. 2 of them are female. But you just said why that is. You just said why that is. And if that's true, then that is why. Do you understand? If you look at Poki, like Sliker said, she has a great personality. She does her gameplay. She does her thing. And that's why her and all her friends are at the top. Do you understand? So she's answering the question to why 96 of those are male. It has nothing to do with sex. Nothing. Do you understand? What it has to do with is exactly what Tara just said. So that needs to be accepted instead of making it into everything. Listen, here's the problem in the world right now. And I'm going to try and say this as best as I can because I need to be very careful here. Every single time anything in the world is predominantly male, it's always made into sex. Always. It's always a sex war. It's always a sexist thing. It's always Why? Why does it have to be that way? Why can't we look at why it's like this? And it doesn't always have to attribute to a sexist thing. And that's what I'm so sick of.
You firmly believe, Train, that men are 48 times more entertaining than women.
No, I don't think
that's what your argument
wait,
was.
How?
There's much more male streamers on this platform than female streamers. So
Pokimane's probably more entertaining than I am. She's probably more entertaining than I am. Like, if there was more people that put their content around where Pokimane puts it, they'd be up there too. Do you understand? Women have great personalities.
So you're saying that women fail to be entertaining and therefore are less entertaining.
Oh, Jesus.
I will say, why do you always find for people? Why you try to twist things into like people's worst fucking interpretation of what they say? Why do you?
I'm trying to understand what he's fucking saying. He brought up the statistic that I brought up. 98 of the top 100 streamers are men, and then he continued on that we have just proven that the reason that the ones that are at the top, like Pokimane, are because of their personality. Vis-a-vis, what follows from those two statements is that the men have better personalities.
What?
Right.
If his point was not that, he should have led the progression differently. His argument was men have better personalities.
Oh, fuck. I said men.
Destiny, you're the debate master. Can you give me a little bit of credence here?
No,
there's like so much groundwork that has to be covered. I fucked this argument. Good luck, buddy. This whole argument is a fucking Mott and Bailey, okay? What it is you put forth some bullshit fucking position like, oh, like women should be able to just show their boobs, and if people say nice boobs, that's fine. And people pretend like that's the only position they're defending, but we all know that's fucking bullshit. The reality is that when people make those comments, there's a whole bunch of other assumptions that are going there. Women show their boobs are fucking whores, they're boring, and that's the only thing they can do. Earlier, it was even said here that they're talentless, right? That a lot of women don't have the talent, blah, blah, blah. Like, all of these things are always packaged into it, but if you ever try to attack any of those things, people will retreat back to the Mott and Bailey argument, and they'll go like, oh, well, no, hold on, I'm just saying that people should be able to show their boobs, we should be able to say they look nice, and that's it. So, but like, to unpackage all of that takes like a fucking hour one-on-one discussion, and fuck that shit. So, good luck, Alabro.
All I was asking
would just
for
like
was
to add-
backing up his two statements.
I was just gonna say, like,
to the progression.
Go ahead, Casey.
I was gonna say, like, going off of what Train said, like, I have felt like, and like, not to make myself sound like a victim or anything like that, like, I don't really care, but I have felt like there's like just people who would never click on my stream because I'm a female, you know?
Yeah, but if there were like plenty of female pro gamers and stuff, then it wouldn't matter what the fuck they look like. They're actually competing on the level of men. And wrecking at it.
Oh, interesting.
Well, I don't think like all of the top 100 streamers are like, I guess there are a lot of pro gamers, but
all I'm trying to say is
most of them are at least like fucking masters or whatever it is.
Be more confident in yourselves and show personality, show these kind of things. Like that's all. I don't think men have better personalities. I think women have great personalities. Just play on that more. Show who you are like that way, and I think it'll work out a lot better.
Yeah, the whore argument is like, it falls under just being an asshole. You can't go in and call someone like the F word or a bunch of names or whatever the fuck, just like you shouldn't go in and call someone a whore. And, you know, Twitch will generally deal with that just like the streamer can if they choose to. It's not about that. It's about whether or not we can say anything that could lead to it being a sexual compliment, even if it's a compliment. We can't even talk about one of the aspects of the stream, one of the pulling aspects of the stream, and that's weird to me.
Well, the problem is that like that's just not what it is, right? Like there are certain women that I'm friendly enough with that if I were to say like, dude, that's a nice top, it makes your breasts look fucking awesome, that they would be like chill with it, right? But when those comments are said publicly and the way that society functions today, that's never the only thing being said. There's so much more baggage that goes along with it. Because it's not. Because there's connotations of being.
Unpack that baggage for me, because then I don't understand it. I don't feel that baggage.
So a lot of the times we say things like nice boobs, right? A lot of guys will be more forward with that, right? Where they're going to try to do things to fuck you because they think they're either entitled to it or because they think because you're displaying that, you should be accepting of it, which was half of the groundwork for that argument was already made, right? Well, if a girl's going to show her fucking boobs, she should be ready to have compliments on it. Well, if a girl's ready to get compliments on her boobs, she should probably be ready to get sexual advances, right? We already made like half of that argument earlier, although everyone will deny it here, which is fucking fine, right? But when people make like comments that are of a sexual nature towards a woman in society, there's usually a lot more shit that goes along with it. Usually we kind of insinuate that some women are kind of whores or that some women don't have anything else to offer besides their physical appearance.
But what's the problem with that? We can criticize any other male streamer for anything.
What's the problem with assuming that a woman is a whore because she has her boobs out and she has nothing else to offer besides her look?
That's
the problem is in that case you are reducing somebody to a single aspect that they didn't necessarily want to be reduced to.
So you're saying that just in saying nice boobs, that is packaged along behind it, and it's not just like a neurosis of a woman.
No, I'm saying that if your analysis of the statement is that people just make these one-off statements and there's nothing packaged behind it, then literally nothing I say matters.
What exactly do you mean by packaged behind it? Do you mean like just saying nice boobs literally means you're also a whore, or are you saying that people also say that as well?
I'm saying that that's oftentimes like the heavily implied thing behind it in today's society. That it's very rare that if you have a chat room full of people that are, like if a guy comes up to you on the street and he's like, yo, nice boobs, very rarely is that the only comment he's going to make. And very rarely is it just a comment on your physical appearance. There's usually a lot more loaded behind that. Everybody knows that.
And if it goes beyond that, then there's moderation for that. I don't understand the problem.
Okay.
But Destiny, there's a big difference between going up to someone in the streets and actually when a streamer puts herself or himself out there in front of audience. If you go on a stage dressed really revealing, you should expect more comments than if you just go in privacy alone in the streets. That's big difference. We have to acknowledge that as well.
Yeah, just like you can't come to someone's house or anything.
Well, I think
you wanted to say something earlier.
But the thing I was going to say is like when Knut and I are sexualized, part of the reason why we don't actually get offended by it is because there's no physical element or it doesn't tie back
to
no
physical
centuries and
element
centuries.
Either.
Wait, hold on, Tara. Let me finish my point. There isn't like centuries of, and I hate using this word, misogyny or even violence justified because of that misogyny backing up those statements. When people say, oh, you're fucking hot, I'm like, all right, cool, thanks. But when as Destiny was saying, when people say you're hot to you on the street or you on the internet, there is additional levels of harassment that are probably going to follow through.
I think
an element of physical
a
threat.
good experiment that maybe anyone here can do is if you see someone make a comment like that, let it go and then log them afterwards and see what kind of comments typically ensue.
It's usually really wholesome stuff like, yo, nice boobs, Pokey. Also, you've done a really great job growing your channel. I'm really happy with the progress you made. It's always that kind of stuff.
I'm saying you guys can argue it forever, but just log someone who says that type of shit and
that actually would have been
Destiny.
Destiny. It would have been. Listen, it would have been 50 times funnier, probably an LSF clip if you'd have logged what I said and you made that as an example. It would have been hilarious. That would have been perfect, dude. Oh man.
So since there's no physical threat online and it's to be expected that you're putting yourself out online,
how are we just gonna assume that?
Okay, tell me how you can be physically threatened online. I haven't been physically threatened online.
Every single girl in this fucking call right now is going to have an example of at least one stalker in their real life. I know Casey Tron does. I know you do. I'm 95% sure. I'm pretty sure I've heard you say something about a Pokey. I could be wrong. V is not here. Not every. That's hyperbole.
And you think that will stop if you just ban people from talking about boobs in general?
No, but I think that if we make efforts towards not normalizing this idea in society that if a woman shows her boobs, you're entitled to some level of sexual gratification from her, that if we stop those attitudes from being so pervasive, maybe we stop people from making those assumptions where, oh God, this girl streamed for a little bit and she showed her boobs and she even talked to me in chat. Why isn't she responding to my DMs where I spread open my asshole and I ask her to fucking reply to me? Like, I think that you can draw a line from one to the other, even though it's not a
Destiny, I don't think anyone here argues for actually that
Spreading your asshole.
Yeah, what you said is okay.
Yes.
There's no one saying that's okay.
Yeah, nobody says it, but everything that you say leads you right to that doorstep,
Destiny is
and then you're
saying-
surprised when
Okay.
people open the door and go in. It's like, what the fuck?
If people like Pokey have stalker events in their lives, people who don't allow that kind of rampant misogyny in their chats or whatever, then why are you saying that banning this will actually help? How will that help? Women just online always have stalkers.
I'm not talking about banning anything. I'm talking about the idea that just because a woman
changing the
shows her
mindset, not banning, changing the mindset.
So
Sorry.
I just don't think that it's a good idea that just because a woman is showing a certain part of her body, that's carte blanche to make a whole bunch of assumptions about her and make a whole bunch of statements about like those
But
particular
that
parts of her body.
that is not what follows to stalking. It's just being a female on the internet who is a love interest because it's an opposite sex.
Okay, I'm throwing my hat in the ring with Pokey. If you find people in chat that say things like, hey, you got real nice tits or whatever, logs them and see what kind of shit these people say on the site normally, because it's not going to be celebrated.
That doesn't matter.
But it does. It
No,
absolutely
he's
does.
just trying to make.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
He's trying to make the point that that's typically what ensues, and so if you keep normalizing that kind of behavior, then you're also in a package kind of normalizing the rest of the stuff that they say, even though that's not your intention.
But there are clear rules. There's clear lines that you cannot cross. So how are they normalizing that?
Because there aren't clear lines. Those lines become a lot more hazy once you've normalized all of the prior behavior, right? If I come up to somebody out of nowhere and all they have is this huge respect for all of mankind, and I say something like, you should be able to send incredibly provocative messages to female streamers and expect a response, they're going to be like, well, no, that's bullshit. But if I take somebody who has this idea that, okay, well, if women are streaming and they have their boobs out and I should be able to compliment them, right? If you take somebody like this and they should be able to make sexual comments because, well, they're sexualizing themselves, it's a lot easier to have this person naturally move to the, well, you know, if I message them or if I, you know, sexualize them in other ways, they should expect it. I mean, as we said earlier, this is what happens. This is reality. This is what happens when you do this, and they should know that. So my behavior should be okay, or at least understood here. I think it's really easy to get from that point to the next.
I don't
And
think
all
that
of
it
that
is.
is played out statistically by the incredible disparity between the number of female victims of intimate partner abuse and the number of male partners of intimate partner abuse. Women
there are
are
just as many
abused
female
at
domestic
incredibly
violence
outmoded
instances.
numbers.
Because men
There
are
are
stronger
not.
and can fucking defend themselves.
What did you just fucking say? You think just as many women are abusing men in relationships?
Yes.
You are the stupidest person I've ever met.
Can somebody clip him saying, what did you
What an
fucking
argument on the
say?
stupidest person you've ever met.
Wait, hold on, Tara, elaborate a little bit.
No. The incels are so confused right now because Tara's making their points for them.
Oh my god.
No.
My points are my own, trust me.
They don't know who to vote for.
Tara, hold on, Tara, can you? I'm very curious. Like, because I've never heard this perspective before, so I'm very curious how you came to.
Doesn't matter what I think. I'm googling.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure before we Google anything, I'm almost positive that more men experience domestic violence than women do. I'm pretty sure.
Exactly.
That's true.
What? Alabrel. Go ahead, Alabrel. Is that true or not?
Bodied. He has to drink that water to, you know,
Pretty sure
make
it's
some
4
bullshit
or
up.
5 times. Are you done with the physical comments yet? That's
I said
all
the na-
you do is
I
make
said
physical comments about me.
What was physical about that? Tell me. What was physical? I said you're drinking
You just
water
said,
now.
I have a large body, so I need to drink water.
What?
Oh my god.
Once again, back at it with assuming the worst. I said you took a water break because you had to think of some bullshit because Destiny just bodied you.
That's true.
Shit.
And Alabrel, I didn't say
I misheard what you
men get
said,
abused.
but you've been making physical comments to me for the entire podcast.
No, I haven't. No, the boob comment was the Knut. The boob comment was the Knut.
Right, I'm sure that it was. Knut was brought up directly after you mentioning that, and you had an entirely different timbre to your voice. Oh my god.
Wait, I just want to say one thing, okay? And this is like my kind of like, like almost like elimination or judging process, right? When you go into a female stream or a male stream, okay, and you go to the top clips of all time, okay, if out of those top screens, 98% are them going, "Ooh, I dropped a quarter," then then that automatically basically shows you that that's the audience that she's attracting, and it's nothing wrong with actually getting those messages. But if they're just being, walking around Paris like some people, right? Then that's different. So I think, I think that some people just ask for it, some don't. That's my opinion.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, thank you.
I think like there's a line though.
By the way, before Casey, before you go,
Yeah.
chat, we're getting behind on votes. I get it. So at the end of this round, we'll just eliminate 2 people. Okay, I'll just have the top, bottom, low 2.
Not me. I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not.
No one gets to
I'm not
choose
ready
now.
to go.
Next
Yeah, come
round,
on.
whoever's bottom low, they go out.
Bottom
They're out.
2. I mean, we're getting behind. If everybody's okay with that, I mean, we're getting a little behind. So in the voting,
never mind.
The National Coalition Against Domestic Violence.
I have to leave at 6.
Yeah, it's-
Oh, dude, you'll be fine.
I'm fine.
You're fine.
I'm
Trust
fine.
me. You'll be fine.
1 in 4 women and 1 in 9 men experience severe intimate
I
partner
have 1
physical
in 3
violence.
women and 1 in 4 men on my screen, and it's
Have
like it's
experienced some form of physical violence by an intimate partner. 1 in 7 women and 1 in 25 men have been injured by an intimate partner. 1 in 10 women have been raped. Data is unavailable because of how much it doesn't occur have been raped.
What's your source? You seem like, what are you reading?
I just stated my
This is the
source at the
national
beginning of what
statistics.
I just fucking said.
So this is the
Yeah,
national.
I opened with my source.
It's the national
is it?
statistics
How
of
are you
domestic violence.
arguing for somebody's source when they started by stating their source?
About your source, for fuck's sake.
I can't see it.
Because he didn't, like you did, he didn't hear what you said.
I have a question for Destiny.
Go ahead,
Is
Casey.
throwing a cardboard box considered domestic violence?
I don't know. I did.
Oh, good throwback.
A $100 donation from Assist, and he says Hassan wins.
Aww.
Thank you.
Oh wait, can I donate 1,000 and say Nico wins? Hold on.
No, Nico, you're not going to do that. You don't have to do that. Nico, please, come on. All right.
So that,
Okay, Raj.
I mean, come on. You wouldn't have to, but maybe you should.
Hey,
All
Tara wins in my book.
right, guys. Look, that's the end of the round. Do you guys want to eliminate one, or? I mean, I would prefer to eliminate more people at the end, like right now.
Well,
Yeah, I say it's fine to go another round and then eliminate 2. That gives everybody more talking
Right,
time, right?
right.
I like everybody here.
So, okay, so here we go. Let us vote. Yeah, I agree. So let's just eliminate one person. We'll do the standard, and then towards the end, I'll speed the rounds up, and we'll eliminate more people as the time goes on. Okay. Sorry. Today it's just getting a little bit more.
You're doing great, Raj. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's just a little crazier today, and I'm enjoying everybody talking. So the rounds are a little irrelevant. Go ahead and vote for who you want to keep on the podcast, not kick. Keep, not kick. By the way, if you haven't followed, make sure you hit that follow button. We are getting close to 400,000 followers. So please hit that follow button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, here we go. Go ahead and vote for who you want to keep, not kick. Keep, not kick. And then that person will make a decision. Alexis46, thank you for subbing. Keep, not kick. Keep, not kick.
so
Go ahead, Tara.
Are we good?
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
So, Destiny, you don't think it's a little bit of a problem that women are kind of like being a protected class in that way on Twitch, where they can blatantly do sexualized things and no one can even talk about the fact that they're doing it?
True.
Like,
What do you mean by talk about the fact that they're doing it?
Okay, somebody
you
wanted
can't
to hold
even
on,
talk
hold on.
about the-
Alabrel.
Oh my
Sorry,
God.
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, go for it.
$50 donation from Shut the Fuck Alabrel. But they want to bring this up, and
that's his username?
yeah, Shut the Fuck Up Alabrel is the username. And they said, so we're only grabbing the physical violence statistics because they strengthen your argument. Domestic abuse goes much further than strictly physical violence.
Yeah, and then we got to think about how you're not really listened to when you report it as a guy.
True.
So we're just throwing out all statistics?
No, we're not throwing out all statistics, but we have to
But what's your
think
point
about
in
the
saying the
statistics rather than
statistics
just
aren't
looking at the
valid?
numbers. I'm not saying they're not valid. I'm saying that there's other things to consider when having a
We have to
discussion.
consider things outside of the statistics when talking about
You can
the
consider
numbers.
things outside of what people say in this chat and make assumptions. Why can't we make assumptions based on statistics?
because these are gathered from goddamn reputable sources. They aren't Tara Babcock talking about how this is the way it is because I think it is. These are nationally reported statistics by fucking police. They've been gathered by national organization. This isn't Tara Babcock saying men are abused more because that's fucking wrong and an idiot fucking opinion because it's objectively untrue.
I think her saying that men are typically listened to less in this type of scenario is pretty valid, and it can be something to consider. It may not mean that it's equivalent, but I think that's a fair thing to bring up.
Right. Yeah. If she were arguing in good faith, I'd be more than happy to explore.
Of course, I'm arguing in good faith. Why do you think I'm not arguing in good faith? What
the reason why it
argument?
sounds like you're not arguing in good faith
I know that men are abused more than women.
No,
that
what does
means
Destiny
you
say?
have no education on the matter.
What does Destiny say? What? Why?
The problem is that you cited one stat and you said you were confident of it, but then when you cited the counter stats, then you claim that the stats can't be trusted. That's what makes it sound like
I think it's no. I'm not saying the stats can't be trusted. I'm saying we can talk about reasons why the stats might not be completely representative. I agree that it's fucking maybe not the people getting their asses beat are all men because strength differential.
All right, look. Hold on to that thought, okay? Sliker won the last round, but Destiny needs to vote because Sliker.
Why?
Because Sliker won the last one and he decided the last one and he can't win 2 in a row. So Destiny, you have to decide because by default you're second place. That's how it works. So you need to choose between the 2 lowest amount of people voted, one being Caseytron and the other being Alibrel is in the bottom 2. And I believe, since you always ask, I think Caseytron has the lowest amount of votes.
Yeah, that's me.
Casey, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Alibrel's really bringing it.
You know what? Actually, you know what? For the first. Oh, actually, wait. You stood me up in Kansas City. Get the fuck out of here. Kick her the fuck out.
Wait, what?
Get her the fuck out of here.
She stood you up in Kansas City?
What?
That was years ago, Destiny.
I don't care. I'm holding it against you to the fucking
years
grave.
ago.
Get her the
Okay,
fuck out of
that's
this
fine.
goddamn show. I'm done with this.
Casey, you are one of my favorite people on the platform.
Thank you,
And you always
Raj.
have been. So please go follow Caseytron,
Yeah.
twitch.tv/Caseytron. She is she's been around forever. And
I've been streaming IRL streams. I've been streaming my failed business, so I'll probably be streaming that later.
yes, thank you very much, Casey, for coming. I appreciate it. Everybody
Bye,
give it up
Casey.
for Caseytron. Take care.
Thank you guys.
Bye, Casey. I love you, Casey.
Bye, Casey.
Bye.
All right, what are those thoughts I told you to hold on to? Everybody forget them?
Arguing in bad faith against the domestic violence thing or something.
Yeah. So
I'm not trying to argue in bad faith. I'm really not. I just want to. I'm not saying let's change the statistics or ignore the statistics completely. But what I said wasn't that they are violently attacked. That the domestic violence thing is pretty even. That's what I said. That's what I meant.
You said that more men were abused than women, which
I said
means
evenly, didn't I?
No, you did not.
Didn't? Okay. Well, I thought it was more men. It's 1
Okay,
in 3 and 1 in 4.
back to that point. Can we move
You
on?
are speaking definitively about a thing you definitely are not educated.
I said I think, and then I fucking looked it up for you.
No, you said.
okay, now
are.
we're arguing. Now we're arguing. He said. She said. Things.
Yeah, let's just
She
move
already.
on, right?
She already. I know, but she already admitted that she might have been wrong or something, and then she corrected it, and now you're going back to what she said. Okay. New topic. We can transition to a new topic. We covered this on the Scuff podcast, but we're going to cover it again because it's hot. It's a hot topic right now, and that is we have a completely different cast of people to talk about it. For the most part, Mizkif and S-Fan getting banned on Twitch. They were just I don't know if is everybody familiar with the situation?
No.
Can we poll people here to find out if anybody disagrees with the normal take, or are we all going to circle jerk for 30 minutes?
I don't know. Maybe Alibrel will disagree with the normal take. I have no idea.
Okay.
Alibrel wants me banned off Twitch, so of course he will.
Well, I don't know. We'll have to see.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, there's a video going around of you even shit talking about Greek God X. Okay, so to be honest,
I'm kind of curious. Why do you want him banned?
I think that he's entirely misogynistic and a horrible person. He's spouting.
But we think the same about you. I wish you were fucking banned,
He's homophobic. He's anti-sex worker rights. he does a lot of harm to the audience that listens to him. That's why I would love to see him gone.
What
You
about
have
Greek?
probably never seen his streams.
Well, Greek
If
is a
you say that,
personal
you have
thing.
never
Greek's been
seen his
shitty to
stream.
me. I don't want Greek banned. I haven't seen Greek be
So,
totally
do-
horrible.
do you think
I
that-
just don't like
But
Greek.
do you guys think that in society we throw around the words homophobic, racist too lightly? Like
Yes.
Like think
Yes.
think
Yes.
think like
Yes.
Alabrel
No.
just called in one sentence labeled Sliker as a misogynist, a homophobe, a transphobe.
I think on the internet,
in one
it's a lot more
sentence.
common than it is in.
That's his own opinion. You can
person.
see whatever.
But doesn't that Alabrel? Don't you think that those terms lose their value because they're thrown around so aggressively? I mean,
No. I
you
think
don't?
that's a talking point that's invented by people that don't want those terms to have any value.
Really?
They don't have any value if you use them on everyone. People that other people like that.
Right. The centrist individuals that don't want those words to have any value argue that point.
They'll have a lot more
Alabrel,
value.
I want an apology from you, mate. I saw a video of you talking.
Oh my god.
I want a fucking
Yeah,
apology, fat Gandalf.
What did I say?
Alabrel, don't ever fucking apologize to Greek. Come on.
What did I say, Greek?
Wait, do we have? Hold on. Do we have a clip?
Do we
I will
have the
link
clip?
The clip. I will link
Give me
you
the clip in my
Link in the
DMs.
garage.
In my DMs, please. I need to see this clip. We need to follow through with this clip.
Okay. Oh, God damn it. Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything.
Sliker, just apologize.
No.
Huh?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. Here's the clip. It's a streamable clip. Is this okay? Why is it unstreamable? Did you delete it, Alabrel, from your channel?
Ooh, I don't delete practically anything for my channel.
Okay. All right. You mind if I play it, Alabrel?
Yeah, go ahead. Everything I say is fine.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Alabrel's clip of about Greek. Let's take a look. Here we go.
Alabrel, do you know who Greek god is? He got a weight. Alabrel, do you know who Greek god is? He got a weight losing Discord that helps everyone losing weight. It's a good community. You want the link? Holy Clo. First of all, he's a shitty, horrible human being that I want nothing to do with. Talking to somebody about their weight without them initiating that conversation is really gross. Got a weight losing.
Hold on, wait. We'll look at the. Wait till everybody is watched the clip.
You promote hate. I'm just saying you promote hate.
Okay. Does everybody watch the clip?
Yeah.
Watch it. Has everybody watched this? Everybody done watching?
Yeah.
Yeah, saying that that's inappropriate and acting like he's actually pushing for hate from that clip alone is ridiculous. I mean, it's not nice that he said those things about Greek, but I've said those things about Greek as well, and Greek has said similar things about other people.
Yeah.
No,
Whereas
I
Greek just personally insulted me directly. He called me Fat Gandalf. How are those equivalent statements?
Sure,
at all?
I did say
Now
that.
we're all
Right.
being really
So
soft. on
we've
words.
proven my statement that you're a shitty, horrible person.
True, my bad.
Wait.
So fuck off.
Wait, but hold on.
My
Hold on.
man.
Bye, guys.
Just a minute.
Bye, Greek.
So now, just out of curiosity, but like, what else did you like before that caused him to be a shitty human being? I don't understand.
We've hashed this out on your channel directly for anybody that's not around. My first interaction with Greek about 2 months into me streaming was him watching my channel while I was live and making fun of my appearance.
Oh, okay.
What did he say?
At
Do you
least
remember?
it's fun.
He was making fun of how fat I was and how few
Just
viewers
out
I
of
had.
curiosity-
I'd been
Is it?
live for 2 months at that point. He was being a fucking horrible person.
Yeah, but can
He
you
was
not take
being
a
the
joke?
worst
Can you
possible
not take a
ambassador
joke?
that you could be to this fucking website to brand new goddamn streamers.
Okay.
Fuck him.
Okay. Okay. All right. So just out of curiosity, like, if somebody is like overweight themselves, does that give them like a pass, or is that? I don't know.
I was just thinking that
I was just
too.
wondering. Like, this is like a general question. Greek, if you're listening, come back. Does that like give you a pass? If you are like, does that give you a pass to comment? Like, Hasan, you were at one point.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
it?
does
Like,
Hasan
we're
still
making it
have
seem like
the
it's a no-no
pass?
word, dog. Chill the fuck out. Yes, I was fat at some point and I lost weight.
Yeah,
I have a question.
Yeah.
Pokey,
Well, now you have a 17
Uh-huh.
pack.
was that an Eggs Benedict?
Yes, it was so good.
that
With
was
fried
Eggs Benedict, that's my
chicken.
fucking
Yeah, that was
favorite.
delicious.
It was so good.
Wow. Yeah, I just look. Wow.
If you're ever in the area, I'll let you know where it is.
Greek,
So
what I
good.
wanted to know is if, you know, first of all, give Greek a congratulations because he's lost a tremendous amount of weight. Let's give it up for Greek.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of weight.
Congratulations and keep going. But the question that I have to ask you, Greg, is if you are overweight, does that give you a pass? Like
like a fat pass? Yeah, I had a fat pass, but I ate it.
Oh.
Oh, that was terrible.
Good one, me.
So bad.
That was a good one.
All right,
Greek, I'm proud of you.
You're
doing
okay.
great.
I'm serious. I'm serious, boys. I'm like.
You have a
I'm
meeting? Yeah.
You have a
See,
business meeting? Is it? I'm sorry for interrupting your meeting. I'm sorry for interrupting your meeting there, Greek. Anyway, let's continue. The Mizkiff S-Fan ban. Mizkiff S-Fan ban. He was banned. Mizkiff and S-Fan were banned for 7 days for, I think, quote unquote, harassment of a female cosplay streamer and cosplayer. There's a clip, I think, circulating about her getting really close to Mizkiff's face and I think correct me if I'm wrong, but allegedly saying something along the lines of "call me daddy" and getting very close to him. And then I guess at some point somebody said something about getting a blowjob from her or something as a joke. And then Mizkiff and S-Fan were banned for 7 days. Am I missing anything, or am I?
I think when I watched that clip,
factual.
when I watched that clip, she seemed a bit sexual towards Mizkiff, right? Yeah. So when he says something back as a joke, obviously I can tell Mizkiff he jokes a lot. He gets in trouble for that. That is so unfair. Let me just say that right now. That is unfair. That is an unfair ban. What the fuck?
I think we all agree on that.
Does anybody disagree?
Let's move away from the circle jerk topic.
Yeah, no, I will, but I'm just curious if any. Alabrel, you seem to be the one that disagrees with everybody. So do you actually disagree with this topic?
No,
at all?
I watched the interactions that was generally clipped. I watched the 10 minutes of chat they had later when they followed her out, which was a little weird.
Okay.
But didn't seem bannable in any way, unless there was something that happened off camera.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, they got a fucking shit deal.
Okay. All right.
Unless she brought some legal action against Twitch, and Twitch got afraid.
Yeah, this is a case of Twitch fucking covering their asses. If I were S-Fan and Mizkiff, I'd lawyer up and sue her into oblivion.
Okay.
Well, he will lose, so that's not.
But the thing is,
Wait, why would he lose?
Twitch partner as well. She's a Twitch partner as well. Why would they treat their partners so differently? Because both
one complained before the other did.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure if Mizkiff had went out and said to Twitch that, like, hey, this person was bothering me and I felt really uncomfortable, and you can actually see that from the 10-minute videos that we've all seen, they would probably side with him as well. I think that it could be likely that she would get a ban as well.
Yeah, but we didn't see the cosplayer looking.
Don't they fucking look at the VOD before they do anything? There's okay, she said that.
Oh no, that's bullshit. No, for sure. I'm saying that Mizkiff had more of a right.
I'm sorry, I just have to say that.
My point was,
Wow,
Mizkiff had
Nico.
more of a right to say that he
Wait,
felt
what'd you say,
threatened
Nico?
than she did.
Careful.
From the way I analyzed that interaction.
Hey, all right, anyway, go on. Just finish this on. Go ahead.
By looking at that video and everything that we've seen so far, Mizkiff has more of a right, in my mind, to say that he felt threatened and he felt insecure and he was offended by the behavior of this other Twitch streamer than the other way around.
I don't remember. Was she there when he insinuated that she had sucked his dick?
No, she had.
She
just
wasn't
left.
there. Could there be something to that? Like, I don't know, some kind of slander?
Not in any realistic
like,
sense, I don't think.
No? I just can't imagine why she's not banned then as well, because she was being overtly sexual, and they can also claim, even though it didn't look like in the video, that they were uncomfortable. So
Maybe it's because she told them that she was uncomfortable and Mizkiff didn't.
Yeah.
I would guess that's the only real.
I'm pretty sure the only thing that
Not
matters
it's a
here
fair
is that
difference, but
her lawyers contacted Twitch, and I think
Yeah.
that they had to do it to protect themselves. Is what's happened. They probably disagree
I
about
agree.
its fairness as well, but they had to.
But is it that bad in America? You actually have to cover your ass, even though there's nothing
I mean,
Like,
if
totally-
Amazon did the value calculation, they were like, will it cost more to get a lawyer to protect ourselves, or will it cost more to
I want to correct the
revenue from
record.
their
I want to
streams?
correct the record, Alabrel. They didn't follow her out. They didn't follow her out. I want to correct the record.
Not entirely, but they followed her off of the floor for a couple of minutes.
Okay, well, I don't.
Okay, that's not justifiable though. That's not enough to
Yeah,
be like.
no.
And I think Alabrel doesn't
I
even believe
didn't
this
in
either.
any
He's just
way,
bringing
no.
it up. But
Fuck,
I
you
don't
live in
think
a
he agrees with this.
country if that's how it works over there. My God, I would move at once.
I think that all you streamers have to realize that you're not streaming on Twitch. You're streaming for the largest company in the world by market cap, controlled by the richest men in the world. Okay?
Yeah.
That's a
Everything's
fact.
the money.
You
Everything's
cannot
about the money
argue
with
that,
Amazon.
right? Yeah. So, in other words, if you have a potential sexual harassment case, even though there is a 1% chance,
Hassan, you're echoing.
you kill it. You kill it.
So like,
And that's what they did. I mean, that's just
so
how it is.
Are you saying that people can just like walk around willy nilly and just threaten lawsuits against people and then just get their way? Because I think a potentially
I would be shocked if like any legal shit. This is the stance that I would take on this without any official thing. Is that she probably complained. They probably went back and they looked at the VOD and they're like, oh yeah, probably. I seriously doubt like Amazon's legal team was consulted in this. I seriously doubt that like they were thinking of serious legal charges. It was probably just the fact that it was brought up. They looked at the VOD and they're like, oh yeah, that could be sexual harassment. And then they looked at the chat behavior afterwards, and then they looked at the streamers didn't do anything to stop it. They're like, fuck it, yeah, that's a weak ban or whatever. I'm like 90. I would like 100% believe that rather than any weird, shady, ambiguous legal threat was happening, or like Amazon was considering the overall look of their company or something.
No. I didn't say Amazon considering. I just said that Amazon is a parent company, and they don't want scandals, especially after all the scandals
Hassan,
that
you're
they
echoing.
involved with.
Yeah, I don't-
echoing?
Yeah,
Well, I don't hear a
echoing.
sound echoing. Am I crazy?
Echo. Yeah, I hear it.
I don't hear an echo.
You don't
I hear it. Yeah.
Am I crazy?
Echo. It's coming through your speakers, Hassan.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not.
I
me
can't
then.
even. Okay.
Wait, am
joke's
I
on
echoing?
you,
If you're-
I can barely even hear what you're saying because I actually turned off the fucking speakers. I think it just keeps popping up as a green light, but that doesn't mean I'm actually.
No,
echoing.
I can hear the echo from coming. Echo. No, now I can't. Now I can't. You're good. You're good. With wherever you were. Okay, good.
I don't think it has to
telling
be.
you, it's-
I don't think it has to be as deep as like the legal team actually sitting there and contemplating it. I think they just have like a quick, easy way to deal with people, you know, having the lawyers talk to them. So it's just like the best way to do it, easiest.
They do, and I had experiences like that, where something that you would take to court and you would definitely win, but you'd be like, nah,
It's
screw
not
it.
worth it.
It's not worth it. And wait, was it banned forever?
No, it's a 7 day.
No, 7
One-
days.
Okay,
one week.
so it's a 7-day ban. It's a
But I mean, for
bummer.
people their size, we're talking tens of thousands of dollars.
That's true.
Well, I wouldn't.
Yeah, if only all streamers had a way to get together and be able to actually ask for ban transparency or be able to have a say in the process of who gets banned.
What do you guys think about a streamer union?
Hassan, if you continue,
Okay.
Hassan, if you continue on this route, I will come to your house. I will strip you down naked while we 69 each other. Okay, dude? Continue. We will fucking 69 while we play with each
Collectivization
other's
is the
hair.
only way for the workers to fucking protect themselves.
So, just out of curiosity, like, yeah, streamer. I was thinking of this as I was driving my car yesterday, and like, what
Your
if?
Lambo?
No, okay, all right, no, it wasn't a Lamborghini. I can't afford a Lamborghini. You know. It's a
Oh,
little
you took
too
the BMW out that day? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
Look. All right.
It's confirmed. He has a Lambo.
Okay.
I saw.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
Okay. I didn't know. Come on now. All right. Okay. I was driving in my car yesterday and I was thinking, like, what if in response to an unjust ban, the streamer union, like, went on, like, all the streamers, like, just, like, stopped streaming? Do you think that would be...
It doesn't even have to get to that point. It's the
It does,
threat
yeah.
of that actually. It's the threat of that giving streamers a power in collective bargaining.
Okay. All right. What do you guys think of a
than they
streamer
would
union?
ever
then?
have as individuals.
What do you think of a streamer? I probably shouldn't be talking about a streamer union because they're going to take me out as like the figurehead of the streamer union.
You're joking,
don't understand
but
why this
saying that
is
sort of stuff
made.
to Amazon, I would be scared.
I mean,
Didn't Amazon or another major company literally just fire? What was the company? It was like
Yeah.
in the news like 2 days ago. Like fired a bunch of people. because
Amazon does illegal fucking breakups all the time. They just eat the fines.
Yeah.
Well,
which is not dissimilar to a situation where maybe a larger female Twitch streamer was able to use a legal team in order to take out a smaller Twitch streamer that had no say in the process.
I mean, I wouldn't call him a smaller Twitch streamer. I think
Okay, it's not a smaller Twitch streamer, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Didn't come through
men
with a
in
legal
physical
team.
stature.
Yeah. All right. Okay, we got to vote again. All right. So we're gonna vote right now. We're gonna vote for who you want to keep, not kick. Keep, not kick. All right. Keep, not kick.
Keep, not kick.
Keep, not kick. All right. Give me the straw poll. All right.
Keep saying that. They're not going to vote for me, dude. Don't remind them.
HASAN, you
Maybe I'll
won
get
last
some
time.
votes because they
By
think
the
they're
way, the
kicking me,
winner
you know?
of the show today wins a brand new PS4 courtesy of wax.io and also Mortal Kombat.
Woo.
Mortal Kombat, the winner of the Rajj Royale podcast today. Mortal
If
Kombat.
chat, you care about this at all, I'm probably the only one in this fucking thing that can't afford to buy that myself, just like this afternoon.
Okay. Who's
just saying?
All right, never mind.
If I win it, I give it to you.
Okay.
Well, that's very nice of you, Nico.
If I win it, I give it to chat.
Ooh.
All right.
Beat him.
Just yoinking my strat, HASAN. Go ahead.
I had to go there before you today, Iman. I'm sorry.
If wins it and gives it a chat, everyone in the chat will become a sub immediately.
Nobody wants to sub to my channel. Watch. Hey, guys, use your Twitch Prime. Oh, okay. Hidden Dragon.
You know what? I got it, dude. I got it. Tara, I got you. Listen.
What?
If Tara wins it, she'll give it to Mizkif and Esfand to play while they're banned and keep their minds warm.
Literally like 2 days.
You have PlayStations, dude.
Listen, hey, that's how it is.
Look, wax.io is quick, but they're not 2 days, like, they're not like 24 hours quick. I mean, we gotta order it, you know. I mean, you know, anyway. The Golden Fury, thank you for oh wow, people
Chat,
are
a
actually
vote for
subbing.
me is a vote closer to getting a PlayStation 4. Think about that.
Let me be honest. If I win, I will keep it. I'm fucking what the fuck you guys talking about? It's a fucking
really isn't
PS4.
fake.
A vote for
Okay.
me is
It's a
vote
fucking
for
PS4. You guys are dumb.
civilization.
Can I say interestingly, Raj, that this is probably the flattest vote I have ever seen.
What?
Like of any vote, this is the most equal it's ever been.
Yeah, it's very equal.
is pretty flat.
I mean, even Alibrel's got 8% of the vote. I think a lot of people are probably just troll voting you. I think because
That's mean, dude.
Let's just take away all of his votes.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Alibrel.
How can I?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Alibrel. I didn't mean that.
I don't know.
You don't love me.
right.
I see how it
All
is.
right, Alibrel, just do it. Get it out of the way. I'm a horrible piece of shit human being. All right, get it out of the way. Get it.
I don't agree 100% with every one of your political stances, but you're
What? Like what? Which one am I? Oh, never mind. Let's not get into it.
You're just a little
He's
too
liberal.
stupid.
Alibrel. He's a dirty liberal, and he's gonna vote
Yeah,
for Bernie
that's-
Sanders.
I mean, hey, I mean,
How do you guys follow the votes?
you go on to.
Oh, you have to be able to
All right.
play around
Yeah,
with the
all right,
web
there we
layer.
go. Straw poll is broken. Okay, I got to call the fucking... All right, here we go. Let me Oh, God, straw poll keeps breaking. That's why. All right, okay, here we go. Top
boys,
person
I'm
who won it was Sliker. Sliker won with 11,000 votes casted. Sliker, you won. Congratulations.
Wow.
Sliker, you won. Nice. You need to choose between Nico and Tara Babcock. Which one are you going to eliminate from the show?
I am going to follow Destiny's Strat.
Oh, geez.
No, I am
So-
banning. No, I am banning Destiny's Strat.
Destiny's
No,
Strat,
I am
so-
banning
Flicker,
Destiny's
Flicker,
strategy.
listen.
Be a man.
Listen, I'm gonna kick
Tell
Tara
him you'll
Bad
do
Butt
the
because
opposite
at the end
whatever
of
he
the day
picks
she
for that
got.
strategy. If he's applying that strategy,
Listen, I'm kicking Tara Bad Butt because listen, it's not because I don't. It's not that I don't dislike her.
It's not that I don't dislike her.
I don't dislike her. Okay, she's not a bad person, right? I'll be honest. Okay, listen, Nico is new here, and also she did get $100 from. I mean, 500 gifted subs from Train. So you know, what I mean, like at the end of the day, you got some out of it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, no hard feelings. I don't mind.
Any truers?
so,
We needed the Squad W voice, Slicker. We needed the Squad W voice.
bro, Trainwreck said Train banned you and me. Let's just be honest,
All
here,
right,
mate.
Tara,
Fuck
go
it.
ahead and shout out your channel, Tara. Thank you so much. You really
banned us?
brought some great insight. And
Thanks for having me.
What's on the back of your wall, by the way? What are those things back there?
Plushies.
Oh, I love
Lots of them.
plushies. I love plushies. Okay, all right. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. Go ahead and shout out your channel, please.
Twitch.tv/Tara Babcock.
And you can also find her on YouTube at youtube.com/Tara Babcock, right?
Tara Babcock vlogs and Tara Babcock games.
All right. Thank you, Tara Babcock. Thank you so much. Bye, Tara Babcock.
See ya,
Everybody
Tara.
wave to Tara Babcock.
Bye.
I love saying the name Tara Babcock.
Sliker, wait,
Wait,
Sliker.
I just want to say something, okay? Wait, can I say one thing, okay?
Can you just shut up, Nico, and do a barrel roll already? I mean, fucking hell. We've been waiting for this for all...
No.
Okay.
I want to say something very sincere, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Sliker, you did not take the approach of the least votes. All I want to say is that my community consists of 10 people, and that includes my parents and my brother.
No.
So it's gonna be very hard for me to get votes here, unless I'm able to turn your people against you, which I don't think I can do.
You probably can. He knows.
Nico, what were you trying to say, Nico? Can you do a barrel roll already with that sim, please?
Yeah.
Do it, baby, do it!
Trainer, hopefully it wasn't that bad. It wasn't a bad thing he was gonna say.
All right. Anyway, okay.
Wait, what?
All right.
You called me out, then you said Sliker.
No. I was gonna. No, I didn't hear what you said. I was waiting. The ban thing. I didn't hear what you said.
I said the ban has changed me and you.
Oh, hey, true.
All right. The next topic is: do you think Sliker deserves partnership?
Yes. This
Do you
is a
think
great
you think
subject.
Sliker has done enough to deserve partnership?
not
If
discussing-
anybody,
I don't know.
No.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead, Knut.
I think he's not breaking the TOS. He's not talking bad about anyone. He has more viewers than most partners on Twitch.
And he's finally starting to stream consistently. My boy
Yeah.
deserves it.
You think so?
Yes.
Thank you, my G. That's what I like, Hassan. Wait, but listen, really, the most important thing is Pokey is very, very close to staff. So let's hear her
All
opinion.
right. Okay. I'm gonna jump in and defend Pokey here. Every partnered streamer of some level, if you're at a pretty high level as a partnered streamer, we're all close to staff in some capacity. We all have partner contacts.
Yeah.
We all have.
Damn, Raj here is saying that he has the ticket to save you, Sliker, but
No, none of us.
You need to cuddle up to Raj.
No,
not me.
none of us have that kind of influence though with the company. Like we don't have that hey,
Plus,
I can't just make a call and be like, hey, Sliker, can you get partnered? Like I don't know.
I'm on
I have a better
5th month of
question.
no
Why
bounties
is Sliker
here.
not a partner yet?
So anyway, go.
Ask
can have mine,
ask
Destiny. I've
Alibrelli.
got
Alibrelli
40
would know
bucks
that.
if I play a
Dude,
game.
I
right now.
was watching your streams, and you have a big crowd, and how are you not partner yet?
I'll
Have
tell
you
you why. I mean,
applied?
listen, finally,
What did Growl say?
he deserves partnership. I mean, listen, the ban has changed him. Like he's come back and he's shown he's changed. He
I'm
chose
sure
the man.
Twitch is just waiting a bit longer to partner him, but if he stays on this track, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get partner.
Yo,
he was
listen,
literally thrown out of a physical venue for disobeying the rules.
No, he wasn't.
No, it wasn't. I was.
Was he
Knut
not
was.
thrown out of TwitchCon EU?
No,
it was
yeah.
Actually, yeah, it was Knut that was thrown out.
Okay, I thought it was the both
Knut-
of you.
Knut, dude, Knut. The TwitchCon EU recruited 6 large men from Southern Bavaria to remove him physically from the event. Like 6,
Really?
colossal sized men, football player sized men to remove Knut from the event. They sent the entire security staff, like the entire thing.
To be
Yeah.
fair, I don't think that's the kind of thing that they look at Sliker and they're like, this guy's terrible. It's like, he's a...
I mean,
Hey,
real-
I
yeah.
didn't know. My mom's like, listen, it's not because listen, all my mates were upstairs, right? So again, I wanted to see you guys, you know, what I mean, just see it. I mean, to be honest, it was nothing special, no offense. And then I didn't know you weren't allowed to stream. On my mom's life, I didn't know. So Knut said he went downstairs, so I said, okay, I'll stream. I went into this room, and then Anelli was in there. Is
It
that his
wasn't
name?
your fault.
Anil.
It wasn't your fault.
Anil was in there, and then he said, "Can you not stream?" But me, as a true gentleman, I apologized. I said, "Oh, I do. I am sorry. I didn't know you're not allowed to stream in it." So I
And
just
look,
left.
Twitch, to be
then-
completely honest, Sliker is a bit slow, all right, at times. So, you know, it happens. Go ahead, Sliker. What were you saying?
Yeah, I wasn't harmful to the environment when I was upstairs, right?
No.
Exactly. So
I mean,
I
Sliker,
They haven't
You were
banned you for
probably-
being a shitbag yet, so I'm trying to look for technical reasons.
what?
They didn't do
Ignore him,
anything.
Sliker.
to TwitchCon.
Ignore him.
Alibrel, do
Right,
you...
that's-
Can, Do you think there's anything that Sliker has said, perhaps this podcast or on his most recent stream, that was really, really problematic? And if so, what is it?
I don't watch his stream, and he hasn't said much this particular podcast, so not this time, no.
Do you think perhaps, he's progressing, doing
Do you
better?
think that
there's a possibility, sure, but not enough time has progressed to be able to make a call.
But
don't you think that maybe Twitch is waiting for that time too, and then they're gonna probably make that call?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, no, if he legitimately changes as a person, I will change my tack.
Okay.
I am a person who is always willing to analyze my own belief.
But also, I feel like for someone who
Flicker turns
doesn't
into a
watch anything that
person.
he does, and
Hey, you cannot say that. I've DM'd
You're
you.
pretty
I've
quick
came
to
into
call
your
him a shitty
stream.
person.
I've not said bad things when
Yeah,
I came into
Sliker,
your
I
stream.
am.
I haven't said bad things in the DM, so you have to think of that.
Sliker.
Remember that, okay?
Sliker. Listen, I'm gonna say one thing. Listen, Albrel, both you and I consider us acquaintances. I like you, but Sliker, listen, dude. Don't change who you are because someone's an asshole. Don't. Okay? If
You
he
have
doesn't
to.
like- No,
I think.
Stop. Sliker, stop.
No, you have to change who you are when you're
Sliker,
on
Sliker,
this
Sliker.
platform. No offense,
No,
like.
Sliker. No, you don't.
know what I mean? Like, I
No,
think-
you
no.
Listen, some of the things you say, you need to be more mindful of, okay? I don't think they're representing what you actually believe, but you say them in such a way that others have no choice but to believe that's what you mean, okay? Who you are as a person, I don't think you're a racist. I don't think you're a sexist. I don't think you need to change who you are. You just need to be more mindful and aware of what you say and what it means to everyone else, not just yourself.
Actually, good take.
Do you understand? If
Yes,
Alabama
you
doesn't
have
like
to
you, that's
hide your
fine.
power level.
If
so
Alabama
that
doesn't
they
like you,
don't
that's
know
fine.
how racist and sexist you are.
Oh,
that is damaging.
God.
That is reckless to go off. You
reckless?
I don't know anyone on Twitch who spreads more hate than Alibrel. I don't fucking know anyone who spreads
You've
more
been
hate.
banned for
Fucking-
hate speech. Knut.
No, you don't even
So
know
who
what I'm
spreads
banned
more
for.
hate? You or
No,
me?
I was not banned for hate speech. Number one, I was banned for using a global emote in a bad way because the guy was
Because
fucking-
of
don't Knut. Knut,
No,
careful.
he was arrested. He was arrested
Knut,
by
don't.
the police.
I know. Don't try to justify
I'm
your
just
action. I don't want you to
explaining.
get banned again.
I'm not justifying. I'm saying what I did.
Okay, no, but
Can I fucking?
all right, go on.
No, it was nothing with racism, no hate speech at all. It was just talking bad about the global emote. That's what I did. That's what they said in the email. I can't do anything else than repeat what they said to me.
I have an idea, and this may cost me the whole show. But I say we take the check mark from Alberto and give it to Sliker right now.
But Alibrel doesn't have a check mark. He doesn't have a check mark. Alibrel's not doesn't have a check mark.
Oh, okay.
I'm a
so-
relatively
But
small
look,
streamer.
all right,
So they already took it. Okay, got it. Okay.
Nico, how about we get you a check mark, okay? Because I don't understand how you could fly around a multi-million-dollar simulator and some. Oh,
It doesn't matter.
okay, all right.
It takes time. It takes time.
Sorry. Okay.
I'm shocked
All right.
because
Wow,
I was
you hear that,
watching.
Sliker? Roz is trying to pull the strings for his homie, but when it comes to you,
I have tried. Okay,
Listen, wait, hold on. I was watching for the first time ever IRL streams from Soda and from SVN, right? And I kept saying, "Who is this dude that everybody loves?"
Who?
And it was
Me?
Sliker.
Oh,
it was
shit.
Sliker.
Okay. Oh.
Everybody, like literally everybody knows. And I was like, okay. And then I saw his stream out. And now you an affiliate? You are at my level? What's wrong with you?
Because I
know, right?
I think to some degree, I don't think we all agree with everything that Sliker says, but I think that we do see the good in him.
Thank you. Listen, I'm not a bad person. Like I said, I've said it so many times, and people keep capping. I'm not trying to.
I'll say this much.
I've always said I'm not
Slicker's too
sexist. I
dumb
love
to hide his
women.
power
I
level.
might shout at women, but it doesn't mean I hate the women. Like I've argued Novaru. I've argued who else? Miss Tricky. But we met, we hugged, we cuddled. You get me?
Oh,
do you know what I mean? I've said bad things about Pokimane, but it doesn't mean I hate Pokimane. Right? It's just opinions. However, Alibrel is completely different. His opinions, he actually means it, and he does hate them people. He takes.
As I said.
Scientific.
So what you're
thought.
saying is that Alibrel is the only not fake person here, Sliker? Is that what you're saying?
No, listen. Oh, okay. Where did you
That's
just
what
come out
I
your fucking
heard.
shell?
That's what I heard. So we
just
got
come out your
let me
shell?
tell you
Where the
guys what's
fuck are
going on
you?
here, in case you didn't know. So Pokey, Hasan, all these people hated the fuck out of Sliker. Then they saw
No.
this motherfucker in real life, and now they're chill. These guys
No,
are fake,
I've
Sliker.
always
That's what's going on,
said it.
Sliker. They're fake
I've
as
always
fuck.
said it though. I've always said it. I've always said I never hate these people. I said it on my streams. I say, why do people, when I diss Hasan, why do people say, like, why do they go on his stream and say, oh, fuck Hasan? Like, I'm not serious about it. I've always said it. You know what I mean?
The difference for me was like you said
fuck
some
you,
stuff.
man. Dude,
All
what?
right, dude.
What do you
Everybody's fake. You said it, man. Amen.
This guy. Well, yeah. Listen.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait. I got a nuclear take.
Uh-oh.
Wait a second.
Squad W.
If everyone's fake, then we could say they're all also real.
Wait, what?
Think about that. If we're all
Oh my God! Holy shit! Fake is the
Then
new
that's the
real.
standard. So fake
Holy
is being
shit! Whoa! Holy shit!
Thank you. Thank you.
Whoa!
Raj.
I just fucking got it.
You got it? Yeah, people are still confused. I see
God,
the
if
screens.
you, God, you say some really interesting. You should start a religion. I've told you this. You need to start a
I
cult.
already have, baby. Squad W, baby. Squad W.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
It's already a religion.
Like you, I'm not saying you're an intelligent guy, but I feel like you could start. Like you could get people to believe that like some sort of like unearthly being started the planet, and like you could create your own religion. I think you could.
Every streamer gets 20% of their earnings.
Yeah.
Squad W.
Okay. All right. Okay. It's time to vote again. All right, guys. It's time to vote. We are eliminating people one by one from the Rajj Royale podcast. The winner will get a Xbox. Oh, excuse me, a PS4 and Mortal Kombat courtesy of Wax.io.
And by the way,
yeah,
Raj,
Tony might
what's up,
cancel
baby? What's
Raj,
up?
by the way, a religion's already starting. A movement's already starting. Hasan and I are starting the movement toward a union.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Yep.
You're unionizing, huh? Well, look,
We're
you
unionizing.
know what I think the Twitch chat should do is unionize with their Twitch Primes on my channel. I think that'd be a really good idea.
I completely agree.
I think
and
they
if
should.
there's any extras, bring them over now.
I think that we should unionize by subscribing to the channel with the absolute worst emotes on the face of the planet. I have not updated them in 5 years, so I'm gonna get rid of
I'm
all
just
of
as
them.
bad as you.
No, mine are the absolute worst. Like I have a red X. Like what the fuck does that even mean anymore? Look at that. I don't even know what it means. It doesn't mean. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Focus on the show. All right. Okay. The winner of the poll is. All right. Sliker again. Jesus.
He's not saying anything and winning.
Jesus. Sliker is just absolutely destroying the vote. And Nico's in second place. Whoa, Nico. Jesus. And Destiny and Hasan are at the bottom. No, just
So
kidding.
that
No,
means
no,
that the two affiliates are at the top.
Wow, that's crazy. Wow,
You know
all
what I'm
right.
saying?
And Alibrel's beating Hasan.
That's the only time that's ever gonna happen.
All right, well, we'll see. All right, okay. Let's see here. All right, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right, let's see.
I think we
Between
found
me
what,
and number 3.
I think we found what works then.
What's that?
I mean, Alibrel started this round saying he needs the PS4 because he can't afford it, and then Nico brought up how he only has 9 viewers, and of which 4 of them are his family. So as soon as those came up, they were the top of the top. They got all the votes. So listen.
It
listen.
was the other way around, but yeah.
Yeah,
Other way
other way
around.
around.
Hasan and Destiny are neck and neck.
Near the
Wow.
bottom.
I've never seen this before. Let me.
Wait, who's at the bottom?
Alibrel and Destiny. And well, God,
listen, I take the L. I take the L. My bad.
right.
Listen, bad joke. I take the L.
All right, Nico. I'll call the poll right now. Alibrel and Destiny in the bottom 2. Destiny has come on and consecutively won podcast after podcast. We'll see what happens. Alibrel and Destiny in the bottom 2.
Oh shit! Is this the double elim? Are we out?
No, it's not double elim. Nico, you have to decide who gets eliminated from the show. It's either Alibrel or Destiny.
What? Oh, it's Alibrel because I believe in nothing of what he says. It's Alibrel.
Okay. All right.
I wish more people were that straightforward.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Alibrel, for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for. I do believe that you're your different. I think the fact that your opinion is so opposite to everybody else is very critical for the show. So thank you for coming. Go ahead and shout out your channel.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm Alibrel, fucking over here. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that shit.
Okay.
I talk about these topics on my channel all the time. Feminist, LGBT, leftist nonsense. Come learn some shit.
Okay. Thank you, Alibrel, for coming. Appreciate it. Everybody
Thanks
wave
for
to
having me,
Alibrel.
guys.
All right. Thank you, Alibrel.
Have a good
Destiny, you survived. Congratulations. Woo!
Now we can have a fucking good time.
Wait. Before we begin, okay? I gotta say one thing. Destiny, don't forget what just happened.
Do you think
I'll remember. Okay.
Nico, now please, dude, you're in front of 34,000 viewers. Can you do a fucking barrel roll?
I can, but you won't see it.
Wait, why? Well, can you at least show us like why? Because the sim doesn't flip all the way upside down?
No.
You're moving quite a bit right now. Are you in some turbulence?
I have a face cam. Okay, you know what? Here we go. Watch out.
I would like you to
Okay, he's
train
going to
me.
show us. 1 second. All right. You have a face cam. You're going to undo the face cam. Oh, nice Gachi base. Okay.
Where is Nico from?
He's from Argentina.
No wonder. I heard my Latino brother up in there.
I live in New York.
Okay, all right, Nico. Show us what you're working with right now. First of all, this is a cockpit of a. Oh my God! Look at that thing! Wow! Look at that thing! Look at that! Look at that! Wow! That is unbelievable. That is a 737-800. Wow! Look at that! Look at that! Pog! Look at that! Oh yeah! Turn that! Yeah! Turn that! That's my favorite button. Turn it on. The seatbelt sign.
No,
okay.
No. This is your special right here.
Oh, the flight attendant call button right there. Okay.
Nico, how much is that, if you don't mind me asking?
$2.5 million.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Wow. Look at this. Wow. Wow. Wow.
But the best part about it is this.
What? Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Do something for us. Like put the stick forward and create some turbulence for yourself.
I will. Next time I'm up for elimination, I will start doing barrel rolls willy-nilly.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Next topic. Let's bring in the next topic. We got tons of topics to talk about today.
Nico, now they're not going to vote for you because they want to see you get almost close to elimination so you can do a barrel
That's true. It's a good point. Okay.
Well, that's what you think.
Ooh. All right.
Ooh.
All right, guys. If this is a question, comes from a viewer. It says, "Hi, Raj. I want to know if the guests on the stream or the streamers on the stream, if you were offered millions of dollars to switch from Twitch to another platform and stream full time, would you take it?" Millions of dollars. We're talking. Let's just say let's put it at $5 million. $5 million. $5 million. $5 million to stream on another platform. We'll name it five. We'll put it at $5 million to leave Twitch forever. You can't come back. You are stuck to stream on another platform. $5 million. Would you take it?
$5 million? like it's not yearly?
Well,
$5 million.
How about this? We'll make it interesting. It's $5 million flat plus an annual salary of $750,000.
Yes. What? Who would say no to that?
That's so dumb. Yeah. Yes, Rob.
Hold on,
sure
but for 2 years, for 2 years is guaranteed for 2 years. $5 million is guaranteed, then $750K a year for 2 years, and then after that, it's up in the air. After that, like you don't know after that.
Yes.
That's so much money.
If you're saying nay to that, Raj, you earn too much from Twitch.
All right. Well, I mean, wait. People would say yes to that. Oh, shit. I mean,
you can
the same
never
amount
work
of
again
money.
in your
I
life
think
again.
you really inflated those numbers to the point where nobody would even consider
bring it
That's the
down
same
a
amount of
bit.
money you would make in multiple years, and that's not even guaranteed. Of course.
all right. Let's
the
bring it
smarter
down a
you
little
take
bit.
the
All
money.
right. $2.5 million.
$1 million.
$1 million. $1 million plus the salary that you just that you have to make it on your own on that platform, other than the $1 million flat.
Fuck no.
No salary.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
No.
You know what? People think I'm bullshit. That $5 million, I will not say no. But People think I'm bullshitting on my mom's life. Listen, I'm not joking here, right? I prefer fame over money. Mom's life. On my mom's life.
Really?
Yes, on my mom's
That's a
life.
good question.
With fame, usually with fame comes money, so you'll eventually get it.
Yeah, but
Not
that's
necessarily.
let me say this, right? Say if I get like 2,000 views and like 20 subscribers, I'm happy that I hit 2,000 views. But however, if I had like 500 views and I got like 200 subscribers, it wouldn't I wouldn't fap after my stream. If that makes any sense.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we know you only fap after good streams. That does make a lot of sense.
Exactly. Thank you.
You can buy goods and services with viewers, and this is your livelihood, right?
What?
I think his point is
You've
he
lowered-
has a better chance at growing on Twitch and becoming more famous, so he wouldn't give that up.
No, he's saying he'd rather be poor and famous than rich and not famous. That's what he's saying.
I mean, I think those two things go hand in hand.
But let's just say they didn't go hand in hand. Like maybe you could be poor and famous. Like I don't know, Bernie May.
Well, you know what?
Well, never mind.
Sliker, I'll take your subs, boys. I'm 14 subs from 4,600 boys. 14 subs from
That's really
4,600
good.
boys. Listen, bring it in. Twitch Primes. Thank you.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, I'm not joking. Okay, I'm not joking. Okay.
So was TF Blade's ban lifted recently?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Sir.
But no statement was released by Twitch. Do you think that they should have commented on it?
If you're asking me as a viewer and Twitch streamer, yes. If you're asking me considering any marketing or business tactics whatsoever, no.
Do you think it's that bad saying, okay, we did wrong?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Why?
Because if they comment on this, then viewers will even more so feel like they deserve a comment on every other type of ban or any other decision that Twitch makes. It's not enjoyable as a viewer to like feel like they won't say anything, and it is very annoying, and I understand why people want comments, but I also understand why as a company it's absolutely not something that they will do.
Yo, real quick, I'm so sorry to interrupt. Yo, Raj, hey, shout out to your community. Hey, we did it, boys. We hit it. Good shit, boys. Hey, 20 subs. Thank you, boys. 20 Twitch Primes, 10 gifted. Hey,
Dude,
boys.
You get
Squad
more
W,
subs in the Twitch Prime shout out on my channel than I do on my own when I shout out my own
Squad
channel.
W, baby.
You know why? It's
They-
because of
they-
one emote, Squad W.
They
That's
left.
right,
They
Squad
left
W.
my channel to go sub. They don't even do that on my own when they're already here. They won't even use their primes. I tell you what. All right.
Squad W, boys. Good
Okay.
shit. Thank you.
Anyway, Knut.
Yes.
So you think that they should? You think that they should have said something publicly?
I think they could, because they obviously changed their decision, so they can say, okay, we were wrong.
Okay.
Doesn't mean they have to do it in all other cases, even though people wished it.
I think it sets that precedent.
Okay.
Yeah, but they don't have to. That's what I'm saying. They can just... There's no email you can send to them and say, we won't send answers anyway, so they can just do whatever the fuck they want.
Huh. Okay. All right.
It's
Well,
not stopping. It's not stopping, Raj. It's going, dude. Oh fuck, we're up to 40. We're going, dude. The Twitch Primes are rolling in. Holy shit. Sorry, Raj. Yeah, listen, I understand. Back to the show, man. I'm sorry, dude. Okay.
He just cocked you, dude.
You know what? I want to say this. I want to be truthful, right? What happened to TF Blade was the most. It was fucked up. It was really fucked up. Okay, it's because of his accent, but yo, let's think of the good side. You know what I mean? My guy's at the top now. You know what I mean? TF Blade is at the top. Let's just say that. But if it's fucked him up with bounties and sponsorships
hasn't.
and what? Destiny
Yeah,
said
of course,
that.
if they revert, they reverted the ban, so obviously they revert anything.
Oh shit! They
Remains
reverted the
ban.
ban.
thank you for the 20
Yes.
gifted subs. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they reverted it. They reverted the ban. Yep, they reverted it. Let's see here.
Well, let's hope Miskiff and S-Fun get.
We'll see about that. I mean,
I don't think
know
it's going to get
They're not
reverted 'cause
contesting their ban.
the 48-hour appeals process window is passed.
So okay, so recently I think Wreckful revealed on live stream fails. Was this, correct me if I'm wrong, but that he revealed the price that he was offered to get paid on a Twitch bounty?
That was funny.
I think it was like $8,000, wasn't it? $8,000. Do you think that streamers are paid too much for that kind of thing? Like that was an hourly rate. Do you guys think that we're paid too much?
Not at all.
I mean, in a capitalist system, you're paid what you're worth, right? Advertisers
Yeah.
have decided that these are the numbers that it's worth to pay somebody to
Oh
advertise your product.
shit,
I mean,
Raj.
Holy shit.
Oh,
DAL213, thank you very much for the pity gift of 100 subs.
Stop.
Thank you very,
100.
thank
Don't
you
call
very
it
much.
pity.
Yo, Raj, by the way, it worked.
Hey,
You give me half of that, dude?
Our
plan
strategy,
worked.
that was a
Our
fantastic.
plan
Thank you.
worked, dude. Hey, we did it, baby. I got 100 subs. You
What
got
a-
100 subs.
Oh,
Hey.
geez,
You're my
unbelievable.
man. Don't ever call it.
Thank you
This
very
is the
much.
way the
I
rich
appreciate
get richer, boys. There you have it. You just
Don't
watched
ever
it
call it-
happen right in front of your eyes.
Oh,
You know what,
yeah.
Hassan?
Never call it
You know what,
PD.
Hassan? I take back this union stuff. Hey, you know what, guys? Keep subbing. Hey, you know what? You're on your own.
All right. Okay.
I'm 100 new votes.
But thank you very much, DAL213. But hey, but Hassan, like, would you not think that we get paid too much? Like, I thought you were all about like distribution of wealth and profit is theft and everything like that. And actually, Nico disagrees with you on a lot of stuff, and I really wish you guys could talk about something, but I don't know what it is.
About what?
Okay, so here's what I'll say. I think that, yeah, of course, in comparison to the average worker, the fact that Reckful has the opportunity to get $8,000 in an hour it's crazy. But it's not his fault that the system is completely broken.
Well, can I correct that real quick?
I am under the belief that no one under capitalism ever gets overpaid for anything unless there's some form of corruption. So, yeah, I think Reckful is probably already being underpaid, given the fact that whoever, like Destiny pointed out, whoever was doing the marketing analysis already said that, hey, he has this amount of viewers, and that means that we can make this much money off of giving him $8,000 to play 1 hour of League.
And
Real
it
quick.
probably,
Wait,
pays off to them.
Nico, real quick, I gotta correct that. Okay, so if you notice, when Byron showed that, the page was like it was very small. If you would have full screened it, you would have saw what that said. So it wasn't $8,400 for his current 5K view count. In order to get the 8,400, he would probably have to hold around 12 to 15,000 viewers while he does that hour.
Yep.
So like
Probably
that's one thing
15 to more.
Yeah, that's one thing that wasn't showed. So it wasn't 5K viewers, 8,000 for an hour. It was more likely he has to hold 15K, right? So I just want to clarify.
Okay, so see, I think, there is so then you may also argue about Super Bowl commercials that are 40 seconds. It's insane how much money they pay, right? But it's all relative to the return that you get for the investment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And no, but the one thing, but I don't want to get into this right now because this is you already have your topics. Is the one thing that I heard
You can go into whatever.
Hassan, which by the way, I do agree with a lot of what he says, but he said something along the lines of profits are a sin or something.
Theft.
No,
Theft, yeah.
I don't think it. I'm not assigning any moral value to whether the existence of profit is sinful. I'm saying that profit, and this is completely descriptive, profit and what you do with profit is oftentimes dictated by one or at least 10 people at most. Sorry. That's what I'm saying. Now, if you think that leads to an insane wealth disparity, I happen to think it does, then yeah, and you think that's a bad thing, then that's where the value comes in.
Yeah.
Not that people just take your profit or people just take your earnings and then turn profit and never allow you to have a say in that process. That already is happening.
Right. Okay. No. I mean, see what I guess what I understood is that you said something about profit should be illegal, and then I found the irony of you're saying that in a channel in which you're collecting donations and subscribers, and I'm willing to bet that you don't spend that much money on gifting to other streamers, so you have a net positive profit by saying that profits are illegal. That was my whole thing.
I don't think you called them illegal. I think it's theft, right?
Yeah, the understanding is that profit should at least be democratically assigned. Like if workers are working and then they get their wages and the company turns profit, that means that they worked harder but didn't actually get compensated for it. And and by the way, my point just is that, hey, the least they can do is decide what to do with that profit in a democratic fashion. That doesn't mean take all of that profit and give it to one person, or that doesn't mean take all of that profit and give it to the janitor. It's just it just means that, hey, let's add a little bit more of a democracy to the workplace.
Okay.
Well, and also real quick on that point, like, even if HASAN was saying that all profit is immoral, just because you're partaking in profit doesn't necessarily make you in the wrong either, right? Like, this is kind of like the age-old argument of saying, like, capitalism is immoral. Well, how can you say it's immoral when you participate in it? I mean, we're kind of like inexorably tied to the society we live in. Even if we criticize that society, we still have to exist in it, right? It's like, for instance, like, I think we should do a lot more about global warming, but I'm not about to, like, get rid of my car and walk everywhere if nobody else has to do the same shit. Like, I mean,
Wait, you have a car?
Yeah?
Electric?
No.
Dude, global warming.
Yeah, but like, this is what I'm saying. Like, if I stop driving my car, it represents like a big change in my life, but it's not going to change the problem like at all. Just me not
But like,
driving.
you
is
could
gonna
get
do
an
it.
electric car, right?
I don't give a fuck. No, I'm not going to make, what I'm saying is that, like, if I care about global warming, right, my goal is to get other people roped into fixing this problem, which we do via legislation. If that's not going to happen, I'm not going to make dramatic changes to my life personally, knowing it's not going to fix the problem.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. I care about global warming a lot, and there's nothing worse to me than when a politician, I'm not going to mention names, says that doesn't exist. That really gets under my skin.
Donald Trump! Okay. All right.
I think a great example that Destiny was talking about that I've told you as well, Raj, when we were in Berlin, is the CFC ban.
I
like
wasn't.
the deodorants that used to have CFC, the chemical CFC that was destroying the ozone layer. And in 1996, they banned it. And NASA came out with recently,
we were talking about
January
that. Holy
4th that
shit.
showed that ban led to positive results in the ozone layer repairing itself.
I actually do remember that topic. We were sitting in a lounge in the Sheraton Hotel, and for some reason you started talking about it. But I actually do remember it.
No, Candy. No, because Candy said something, and no, we were actually in the cab.
I know, and then Candy said something, and then she got way more than she bargained for. But she,
Okay, all right, you're belittling the point I was trying to make.
No, I'm not belittling the point. I actually remember it. I actually remember it.
I know, but let's just stay on topic for 1 second. The point I was trying to make is that these sorts of things work, and they don't actually change your life in dramatic ways. But the only way that we can achieve these sorts of positive results for the environment is through wide-sweeping systemic change that we vote in a democratic manner.
True. Okay, well, on that note, it's time to vote. All right, we are voting to eliminate one person from the Rajj Royale podcast. Vote for who you want to keep, not kick. The winner of today gets a brand new PS4 with Mortal Kombat, courtesy of wax.io. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a courtesy of wax.io. Okay, 1 second. Let's check the poll here. One moment. Go ahead and vote for who you want to keep,
I'm
not
definitely
kick.
losing after that last part.
No, I
Holy
don't know.
shit.
I mean, you definitely, all right.
What?
Never.
What?
I mean,
I'm definitely what?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I think people.
Just say it, dude.
What?
No, a Sliker one, right?
No, we'll see.
Listen, son, just throwing a squad
Actually,
W. and you're good.
Dal, you're winning.
I've been throwing up squad W's left and right, dude.
I don't
Not
think
tonight,
it's
dude.
Slicker's
Listen,
paying attention.
All my followers, all follow
He's not
you.
paying attention. Watch. Slicker.
What?
Yeah, see, look.
Dude, all you gotta do is throw a squad W after each of those sentences, Hassan, and dude, you'll win. Trust me, dude. Just add it in there, dude.
I've been saying fucking squad W.
Okay, Slicker won the round again after being completely silent. But he's still winning. All right.
I think we should put Sliker in a league of his own. Like, it should be Sliker podcast and then everybody else podcast.
Yeah, Slicker is in his own world over there. I don't know. I think he's probably playing CS:GO.
Nah, I'm not.
Okay. What are you doing? You watching porn?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, are you? Okay. All right. The Slicker, you won the round. Congratulations. You get to vote between Pokimane and Knut.
Okay. Listen. Hey, okay. Listen, Pokey. You do not have to hate.
I won't.
Then that's it.
You're kicking Pokey?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck! I thought he was going to kick me.
All right.
No.
Okay.
Listen, Pokey. She can stay here, right?
Wait, holy shit! Choose wisely, Sliker.
You want me to stay?
Wait,
Okay,
Sliker. So you
listen,
want her to
hey.
stay, but you're kicking her out. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay, let me give you an example, right? Poki's a nice person, don't get me wrong, okay? But Knut invited me to stay at his house. Pokimane invited me to stay in her closet. There's two differences. Right? There's fucking two differences.
It was a joke, okay?
Wait, let's be real for a moment. If you had to spend one day in Poki's closet or one day in Knut's house, what would you choose, Sliker?
My closet's pretty nice, I'm just saying.
Her closet's pretty big.
I'd stay in her closet to yoink all her
What we see
fucking
in the YouTube
Versace clothes.
I have no Versace clothes.
Oh, well, I'd be
Sliker,
sleeping
you
in her
can
closet.
wear her shoes like you wore candies, dude.
Alright, are you gonna be like that, bro? Okay.
I love them. What are you talking about? Did I not tell you? What was the first thing I told you aside from saying you have great fashion sense?
Hey, listen, a partnership team. I don't think. Listen to this, right? Pokimane doesn't need a PS4. She doesn't need a PS4. A PS4 is like her just stepping on it at 50 pence.
Honestly,
Okay?
I've had a great time on this podcast, had a lot of great Pepe laughs.
I-
That's what I'm here for, so I'm good to go whenever.
Wow.
Have
you're
any of
gonna
you played?
execute her
Wow.
after.
So
Have
Sliker,
any of you
who's
played?
it? Who's it?
Have any of you
Okay,
played?
wait. Dude,
Brutal.
I think I have a PS4
Wait.
right there.
okay.
I'm not gonna take it.
Let me see where's the votes? Let me see the votes. Can someone send me the votes? Who was at the bottom? I'll just do the.
I was at the bottom.
Oh, y'all are dumb, man.
Have any of you played Detroit Become Human? It was a really
Yeah,
good game.
it's so good.
So
That's my
good.
favorite.
How do you guys?
Yeah.
So who are you kicking? Who are you kicking,
Amazing.
Sliker? Tell us who you're kicking.
Y'all are threats. Y'all are threats. You guys are threats. Threats.
Just tell us your final decision, because you've been flopping all around.
Okay, because did people saying in the chat's just blaming me for doing that? Destiny strap. I'll do Destiny strap.
What? What do you want from me?
Well, do
just
Destiny.
sad that
You're
he's
so
he's
fucking hot, dude.
kicking-
I'm gonna come over there. I swear to we're gonna go out and eat some sushi together.
So who's it gonna be, Knut or Pokey? Just give me a name.
Dude, Destiny strat.
I don't know what that is.
Dude, it's Destiny strat.
Oh my God! What
Raj,
is
the way to eliminate the Destiny
It's
strategy
Pokey,
move is
I'm
to force
sorry.
him to make a
Pokey, I'm the-
decision,
hey,
and you force him
Pokey,
to make a decision by saying, "If you call Destiny strat,
Pokey, listen.
I will choose the opposite."
Okay, I'm sorry.
No worries.
Just kick
Okay.
whoever
All right.
you want.
Thank you,
Sliker.
Pokey. Go ahead and
Stop,
shout out.
man.
Go ahead and shout out your
Just-
channel.
You guys should check out Nico. He seems like
No, Pokimane. Twitch.tv/Pokimane.
wait,
Thank
Thank
you.
you guys for watching.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye, Pokey.
How could you, dude?
Bye, Pokey. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
See, like, this is y'all know. Okay, listen. If you don't want me to vote, you know who to vote for. Nico. There you go. Then.
What a nice girl. I never met Pokey. What a nice person.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your top 5. We actually are almost at the that whole round took like a whole round. Woo! All right. Woo! Clap. Yay!
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to something else.
Can we get real now?
Yeah. Go on. Sure. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying let's get real.
Okay. What do you want to get real with?
Hey Hassan, check Discord.
What we talked about?
What do you want to talk about then?
Something real.
Something real? Okay.
You guys are weird, man.
All right. Okay. Well, hold on 1 second. Let me pull something real. We had some viewer submitted topics at the beginning.
The stock market. Let's talk about the stock market.
Let's talk about
Sex, baby.
Let's talk about sex.
All right. Okay. So, well, I have a viewer submitted question here. Sorry, I was just looking through the viewer submitted questions. Raj, do you think that Twitch will keep growing, or will it crash at some point in the future? What can Twitch do to improve their service? What are the pros and cons of being a Twitch streamer? Okay. All right. Let's.
Go on, Knut.
Okay, it for sure looks like at least non-gaming content on Twitch is growing like hell. Look at Raj's stream as an example. Look at I was just watching Twitch metrics, and it seems like more and more just chatting streams are growing and growing. So I think they're going to pull in more viewers that are non-gamers and don't want to watch gaming content. So yeah, I think they will grow a lot in those sections.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Thanks for your insight. We're gonna do another elimination. Okay. The round's already over. Okay. This round we're gonna take out 2 people. Okay.
Wait, we just did a round in like 20 seconds? What the fuck?
Well,
Where was the
because
round?
look, if nobody
Wait, what
wants
was the topic?
look, I just asked the question about Twitch and how we want to improve or whatever, and if you guys don't want to answer it, the timer already ticked anyway. That's
I
fine.
want to answer it, but
No,
fine.
it's-
I want to answer.
Go ahead, Nico. No, it's fine. I was just gonna jump to eliminations if that's all right.
What the fuck is going on,
Raj? Why are you so upset? If you
No,
don't
I'm not
answer the
upset. I'm not
question-
upset. Relax. I'm not
He
upset.
wants to drive his Lamborghini.
Relax. If you guys didn't look, it's fine. It's
That's
fine.
okay, dude.
It's
What is your
fine.
Lambo stuck in the shop or some
No,
shit?
I'm
Like,
not even
Jesus
mad.
Christ, he's so
Relax.
irritated.
I'm not mad at all. Relax. Okay, go ahead, Nico. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. Just do the ball.
No.
Classic
Let him do the ball. Let him do the ball. He's probably mad about all the subs. Just
No,
let him
I'm
do the ball,
not.
it's fine.
Oh my god.
I will
Relax.
okay.
Okay.
I will just say one quick thing. Okay.
Sure.
So Amazon is making a huge push to compete with Netflix and with basically every other content creator, like right. So I think that streaming service, right? So I think Twitch was basically an ends to a mean. I don't think that in the long term Twitch will keep growing as it is today. I think that the whole business, I think that the whole business case will change, and I don't see how Twitch will basically grow, just keep growing exponentially because Amazon in the end has different plans. That's my opinion.
Interesting.
I just fucked my nose up, Raj.
Wait, what?
And
Look, dude.
Oh my god, from what?
Dude, I was touching my nose, dude. My grip was too hard, dude. I bruised my nose with my grip, dude.
Oh my god.
You're too strong.
You see this, dude?
Ouch.
What the fuck?
You see that, dude?
You know the coke is supposed to go through the bottom of your nose, right?
Oh man. Okay. So do you think that like Twitch will have to like rebrand itself as like just a non-gaming platform over time? Do you think eventually we will just become a non-gaming or just like a general streaming platform is just opposed to just like a
It'll definitely be a general streaming platform. There's no way it doesn't become a general streaming platform. I think that Nico's right when he says that Twitch is just trying to buy out market share early on in regards to live streaming, which is a blossoming part of content. I think that, yes, Just Chatting and Twitch will continue to grow, not because they're backed by Amazon, but because live streaming in this format that is so connected to the audience is relatively new. It's like a completely different kind of consumption, and no other platform matches Twitch's experience, user experience. And I say this as someone who's been on Facebook and YouTube.
I agree with you 100%. I think that the connection between the streamer and the viewer, it's amazing.
Yeah, I think that the community element of Twitch is really hard to pass by.
The users get to change the content. You look at guys like Forsen, for example. I mean, people just openly admit they're like the users make the content there on that channel. So that is completely different than any other type of consumption experience that any other consumer has ever had throughout time. You've never been able to actually you've been able to watch a movie. You've been able to comment underneath a movie on the internet and have this idea that maybe you're talking to the person who's making the movie, but never before have you been able to actually make the movie while the movie's going on with your commentary.
I agree.
Agreed. Okay, well,
so let's go straw poll.
Yeah, now we can vote. Okay, all right, let's vote. Right now, you're voting for who you want to keep, not kick. At some point, we have to let 2 people go because we had an extra person today. So whether that's this round,
I take it for the team. It's okay.
No, wait, no. This is based on how people vote. It's not just like you don't just leave.
Don't forget, guys. It's not just memes, okay? It's dreams. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
And if there's anyone who's ever shown us this, it's Forsen. So a vote for me is a vote for Forsen. And a vote to preserve Twitch's future integrity.
All right, vote for who you want to keep, not kick.
how do you guys see the swap poll? I still have no idea. I keep asking this.
It's
but
a link
no
in the it's in the Twitch chat. If you go look in the Twitch chat.
Oh, it's in the the Twitch chat. Got you.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Oh, come on, dude. We're live.
I know. Sorry. Professionalism out the window.
Do you drink Diet Coke for a living?
No. All right, Nico, you're winning. Actually, surprisingly, you came from actually the bottom, and then all of a sudden now you're at the top.
The story of my life.
He was in the top in the first rounds as well.
Yeah. Oh, true.
Yeah, no, Nico's always had like around the same amount of votes that I've had, or more even.
Yeah, he's doing good. I'm losing.
But you've said it before, Raj. People love the new guy, and he's been doing a great job so far too, especially later on. Did you coach him or something? He knows, like, it's like he's never been on a Raj show before, but he knows exactly.
He's been
what
watching.
to do, you know?
He's been watching for quite some time. Nico's
Yeah.
been watching. He's been watching for a while.
Hey, Nico's one of them in the chat, dude. He's one of you guys.
All right. Let's see here. Knut and Destiny are in the bottom two. Nico, you have to choose between the two of them. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Destiny?
Wait, hold on. Whoa. Do we need some of these votes to come in? Chill.
Well, actually, Destiny just crossed Hasan. So actually now it's Hasan.
Get this commie fuck out of here.
No,
Get this commie fuck out of here.
Hold on.
All right, everybody. All right, fine. We'll call the vote. All right, go ahead and vote. Everybody vote right now. Vote. We'll
Vote
call
for
it
me
like
so I can pass both.
vote.
Destiny and Hasan, guys.
Vote.
Oh no.
All right, go ahead and vote. There you go.
How
vote.
long delay do you have, please?
There we go. Now the votes are coming in a
Sweating,
little bit.
boys. I can't deal with this. Why are you guys pinning me against Destiny now?
All right, the next round, the bottom two automatically out. So like this is after this one, the bottom two are automatically out after this 5-minute round.
Okay.
All right. So it's still pretty much staying true. Hasan and Knut are in the bottom two. Nico, who's it gonna be?
Hasan or Knut is okay. So this is very, very simple. Okay. My one objective was to actually have a very heated argument with both Hasan and with
Knut.
with Destiny. Okay. So Knut, my friend, I love your muscles. One day I want to be like you when I grow up, but
My boy knows his content.
What?
I said my boy knows it's content.
No, I would love to get into heated arguments with both of you. That would be a lot of fun for me.
So who's it gonna be?
It was me.
Oh, Knut. All right, Knut.
Yes.
Go ahead and shout out your
Thank you
channel.
for having me on. Everyone go follow Knut on Twitch.
Bye, Knut. Can you give us a flex
Okay,
real
bye-bye.
quick?
Bye, Knut.
Oh yeah.
Whoa!
Can you rip that shirt for me? Just rip
Can
it.
I change my choice?
Just
No.
fucking rip.
No more content from me.
Oh, bye, Knut. All right, another
Bye.
5-minute round. Okay. Well, gentlemen, congratulations. The next round will be just the bottom lowest amount of people will get
Hold
voted
on.
up. Yeah, go on, Nico.
Hasan, and Destiny, you guys owe me one, okay?
Yeah, I got it.
Well, no, but like now the chat owes you one because now the chat controls the destiny of everybody. Like it's over.
Yeah,
I love you.
Because it's gonna turn into who do you want for content? Like, because the last two people that are in the bottom are gonna be kicked off regardless.
Right.
So if the chat votes for both you and Sliker like they have thus far, you guys are gonna definitely end up at the top, and you guys are gonna have a conversation. So the chat has to decide if they want people to face off or if they want people to agree with one another.
Okay,
Same like,
what's our
similar
talking
to
topic? What do we got?
I got
for
a
me,
topic. I got a topic, and here's the topic. I said as a joke that we should do a 24-hour, 72-person Rajj Royale podcast that eliminated one person every 20 minutes and started with 72 people. It started off as a joke, but got a lot of traction on Twitter. I'm actually curious if anybody thinks it's a good idea.
This is something that would be really funny for like 20 or minute, like 10 or 20 minutes tops, and then it would just get really old really fast until you have literally like 10 or 15 people left.
No, but the whole thing is this: is I wouldn't I wouldn't host it. It would just be like I wouldn't even be there. I would just let it be. It would be 100% controlled by the chat, and they would put topics forward. Like it would just be like a chat controlled event. Like the chat would just control everything. They would.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it, but like it would be like a huge, like no one would be able to hear anything for like the first like 12 hours.
I know,
right?
but I suggested that we mute. Like, I don't know, let's see, 52 people in the beginning and only allow 20 people to talk at a time. But chat insisted that the only way they'd like it is if 72 people were talking at once.
Listen, there's a reason why they're all in the passenger seat and you're in the driver's seat, Raj, okay? These motherfuckers have no fucking idea what it means to make good ass shit.
Yes.
All right.
If you done it, Raj, it'll be like a political debate, no matter what, 100%.
Yeah.
You got Hasan, you're gonna have like Destiny, you're gonna have like all these top guys that just talk about like wars and all fucking history. So it's gonna be hard.
I know, but
if it's 10K, I'm gonna be
That's not true. We can have a coherent conversation about.
I mean, my milk. Fuck.
Listen, fucking do it. You have nothing to lose. If you
Well,
wanna try
no,
it,
but
just
here's the
fucking
deal.
try
Like
it.
a
Set it up and
10,000. Well, I think it's for the record, I think it's the absolute shittiest idea on the face of the planet. I think it's a terrible idea, and I think it's just going to be an absolute shit show. But for some reason, I think I might do it.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Is that a terrible idea?
Wait, don't you have an
Especially-
issue with?
Hold
Don't you
on,
have an issue with streamers anyway? Like, how are you gonna get fucking so many streamers to be on for so long?
I could get 72 people. It's not going to be 72 like quality people. Like we're just going to be grabbing.
Why are you saying that some of your people are not?
No. Well, no, I'm just saying. Like what I mean by quality is like we're going to just be. When you get to a point where you're choosing 72 people, you're just not even thinking about who works well together. You're just fucking putting 72 people on the screen. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have anything.
I think, listen, Rach, I think this idea is the same as communism. It works on paper, but it would never work in practice.
Oh shit.
Oh, ouch. Oof. You gonna take
What,
that
you think I'm
aside?
going to take that bait? Sure, buddy, you're right.
Take it.
Communism
Take the
is-
bait. Fight with him.
Communism, the USSR has failed, guys.
Wait, stand up for it. Hold on, wait a second. Why you say communism would fail on paper? People would say the same about capitalism during the feudalism era, right? Capitalism didn't work until people tried it. Why do you think the same about communism?
Because communism has never existed in the history of mankind.
Yeah, but neither did capitalism until feudalism ended.
No, come on. Don't make that argument. You're gonna lose.
That is the argument. The argument is if you defend the status
Destiny,
quo.
Nico.
That if you defend the status quo, you could use that defense to literally defend any horrible thing for any infinite period of time. No societies existed without slavery, therefore we need slavery to power our society until society started to exist without slavery, no?
Communism is a utopian thought that has never actually worked in practice. And I agree with you.
Capitalism is also a utopian thought that was thought to be not worked in practice at
You
all,
have
just
to
like
let-
Destiny pointed out during the time of serfdoms and feudalism.
You have to let me finish. My next point was there's no such thing as capitalism 100%. It's a combination of the two. But the capitalistic ideas are actually work a lot more than the communist ideas. And that's a fact. You can't even argue.
Is anybody
Well,
going to
can't you?
argue?
I mean, I'm a capitalist. I agree with him. I was just trying to have an argument.
I lack with my grammar, so I'm unable to retaliate.
What?
There you go. I'm unable to retaliate as I like with my. I don't understand what he said.
Yeah, I'm fine with talking about something that's not political.
Okay, well, we're going to get to that. Now it's the end of the 5-minute round, so it's over.
So-
The bottom two people, since we have an extra person today, are getting eliminated from the show, regardless, so nobody has to choose anything. So vote wisely. Vote for who you want to keep, not kick. Keep, not kick. The winner of the Rajj Royale podcast gets a PlayStation 4 and a, what do you call it? Mortal Kombat. All right. Keep, not kick. Keep, not kick. Let's see who's going to advance. Bottom two get kicked automatically.
Wait, Knut is still on.
Wait, did I just link the wrong poll? All right, fuck. All right, well, wrong poll. I got a new one. Sorry. Here's the right poll.
My dude, people were still voting for Knut.
There's the new poll.
While you guys vote, I'm going to do a barrel roll.
Wait, what?
People were like, no, we love Knut.
Are you gonna
We
do
want him to be
You're
in
gonna
it.
do a barrel roll?
Uh-huh.
All right, fuck.
Oh, shit.
Listen,
Strap your seatbelt in.
If you vote for me, I will do the rest of the conversation with a Knut accent.
Oh God, no! Please spare.
Look,
right.
if you want Knut, I can give you what Knut says. I guess my Knut impersonation did it. It's over now after that.
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh shit!
What happened?
Holy shit! Oh my God!
You gotta teach me how to fly a plane. Honest to God, you
All
need
right.
to teach.
Well, I think another streamer and I are gonna go out there eventually. I think. Repel 9. Thank you very much for subbing. Okay. Are you? Is that the overspeed warning?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Nico won the round, and the
Holy
bottom
shit.
two getting eliminated from the show are Destiny and Hassan.
Rip on, boys.
Destiny and Hassan have been eliminated from the Rajj Royale podcast in the final round, leaving it to Nico and Sliker.
Dude, I feel so bad. I have
as
not
the two
spoken. I
people
feel bad.
who are going to be. All right, guys. Okay, that's it. There's one 5-minute round, and that's it. It's over after that.
Wait. Hold on. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Sliker voted one time because of the back-to-back. So can I have the Sliker vote instead of me?
No. Nobody gets to choose because it's two people.
No one votes.
People just got voted off. That's it. The two affiliates. Hassan, go ahead and shout out your channel, please.
Twitch.tv/Hasanabi.
All right. Thank you very much. And Destiny, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
Twitch.tv/Destiny. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Bye-bye. Okay. All right, guys. Bottom two.
So they're both gone?
Yeah, so now it's a
affiliates.
5-minute round between Sliker and Nico. Sliker has advanced himself to the final round without opening his mouth once.
I don't know why. You know, I'm.
All right, Nico.
That's because you're the affiliate with the largest following in the history of the history.
That's incorrect. That's incorrect. Hyphonics is bigger than me. Okay, this is.
But he was a Twitch partner. Go on, Nico.
Okay. Because we're both affiliates, right? Let's do this. I keep the watch. You keep the PlayStation.
No, you guys can't negotiate. No, you guys can't negotiate this. This is
True.
Right.
Dude,
Go on,
if
Sliker.
whatever happens, dude, will you teach me how to fly a plane?
Okay, ready? Whatever happens, you have a perpetual invitation to come here and fly the sim.
I think
Really?
Nico, after it's not confirmed yet, but I think maybe I should talk about it briefly. Have you talked about publicly me and that other person going out and flying the simulator together?
Yes.
About Soda Poppin and I going and flying with you? Because it's been a
yeah.
I don't know. It's not official yet. Nothing's official, but
Well, no. But I already spoke to the management. So yeah. So basically, Rajjpatel. I'm gonna call you Austin because
that's a little better. That's a little better.
Right.
Yeah.
So Austin and Soda Popping are gonna be doing a stream from the simulator, and it's gonna be.
And we're gonna have
amazing.
to. Nico's gonna. It's not confirmed. It's not 100%, but I think that might be happening. I don't want to confirm 100%, but. And Nico's gonna throw us into hurricanes. He's gonna throw us into, and if you guys saw, I landed the plane successfully. If you guys saw on the thing, I landed it successfully.
Well done, my brother.
Yeah, thank you. I think there's a clip of it. So Chance and I are gonna have to somehow.
It's gonna be amazing.
Somehow,
Nico.
we're gonna have to fight through the. And Soda Pop is also the Rajjpatel on Monday too, which is exciting.
Nico.
Wait, but hold on. I'm gonna ask a question for Sliker. Okay, do you live near London? Where do you live?
Man, I live in the 0161.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's Manchester, England. Manchester.
I'm from Argentina. How would I know where that is?
Okay.
Well, I live in Manchester.
Okay. So when Vader comes, you come with him. So you guys both
Ooh,
come.
Vader and Sliker in the sim together.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Pog. Yes. All right. Okay.
You know what, Nico? I tried to apply for what's it called? Becoming an air pilot. Do apologize.
Yeah.
a bit retarded. I applied for being a pilot. Not applied. I tried to see if I could become a pilot, but you had to pay 10 grand to do it, and they scared me. They were saying like, if I fail my exams, I'll never become a pilot. But then again, I don't know if they will accept me with my name.
Why?
Ibrahim Jihad Mohammed. Will that suit a pilot?
Come on.
Really?
That's bullshit. Come on.
This is your Captain Abraham Jihad Muhammad speaking.
No. You being?
Are you sure? So you think the passengers won't be afraid?
No. Come on. Really?
I'd be afraid. I'll be afraid of myself. What do you mean?
You would be afraid of yourself if you came over the intercom and said, "This is Captain Abraham Jihad Muhammad."
I'd cancel my ticket and leave. Like that's how I would do it.
Why?
There have been so many pilots that intentionally crash an aircraft, not for terrorism, because they were actual pilots. Zero of them were actually had names anywhere close to you. A German dude, an American dude. So come on, dude. It's not. Trust me, that's a.
Why do you have what?
Go on. No. The only thing that may be a problem is your height.
What?
Yeah.
I can reach the pedals.
Well, how do you know?
I can reach the pedals. I drive.
Yeah,
no.
Have you seen it? Here, show him the pedals on the plane.
With this camera, it's gonna be hard, but I'll try my best. Hold on.
Okay, show him the pedals.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no. It's different, bro. It's different. Like that. That's why most pilots are actually tall.
That's fine, dude. Is it? What the fuck?
You see, the pedals are right here.
There. It's
right.
The camera's not picking up your screen. Your primary flight display. It's not picking it up.
No, okay. So see, this is the pedal here, right? This is the pedal right here. See, look.
Here, hey, move them and show what happens when you move them.
Shit.
Well, no, you guys can't see the motion platform, but when I move them, it's really uncomfortable. And then this is the seat. You see, look.
Yeah.
Isn't it the same as being on a plane seat?
Yeah, that's an actual. That literally everything.
Yeah,
in
so
that simulator is a real
I can
plane.
reach the floor with my feet.
That simulator is everything. Like it's a realistic replica. The only thing it's missing is an oxygen mask, which would be right there.
Right here, right? So you have to bring the seat. You have to bring the seat forward, okay? Enough so you can actually work the yoke, but at the same time enough so you can reach the pedals. I wasn't trying to make a joke about your height. I was literally telling you that, like you actually do need to have, longer leg, you need to have be able to fit,
Okay, guys, speak real quickly. Why should you win the Rajj Royale podcast?
Listen, right. Let's be honest. PS4. You get me, man? Listen, it's the PS4, and he did say he was going to give the PS4 to Alabrel if he was going to win. Now say something, you get me?
Wait, stop. What did I say?
He said he was going to give it to you, Sliker.
I said I was going to give it to you, Sliker.
Not Alabrel.
No, you liar! No, you said he was going to give it to Alabrel.
No,
that
he didn't.
earwax is too much, dude. I said to you, I will give you the PS4 because I don't play PS4. I play Flight Simulation.
Oh, then it doesn't matter who wins. Then.
All right, Nico.
I'll take the PS4.
Nico, who do you think should win? Also, you get a host too.
Oh, okay. Stop. Wait. Stop.
Huh?
I think that I should win. Because a brother like me could definitely use a host.
Okay, all right. Well, let's vote before all the viewers leave. So let's go. Let's vote. All right, here we go. All right. And also, I'm sure everybody's very excited because Dick's Sporting Goods, we're going to play an ad from Dick's Sporting Goods here in just 1 second. So you better get excited about that Dick's Sporting Goods ad that's about to come across your screen. I'm telling you, it's fantastic. You better not miss out. Okay, all right. Here we go.
Are you all right, Train?
What's up?
You okay? How the
I'm
fuck
starving, dude.
How did you get that bruise on your nose?
Dude, hey, listen, dude. I don't know, dude. I have no answer to that, dude.
Is it what I think? Is it what I think you're doing?
Nah.
Go ahead and vote. Don't look at the poll, okay? Let's take a look. Whoops. I have so many tabs open. All right, let's check the results. The winner... Slicker's not even here.
My bad, my bad.
The winner of the Rajj Royale podcast and will be getting a PlayStation 4 with Mortal Kombat courtesy of Wax.io, because we know he can't afford it unless it's gifted, is
If I do win, I will feel bad for Nico at the same time.
Oh, stop it.
I will. And not Victor Mandy here, right? It's too late.
The winner is
too late.
Mr.
Oh god. Mr. Oh wait, there's only 2 guys. Okay, that makes sense.
Nico!
Okay, go ahead.
With 64% of the vote, you beat the 6-1. You took the lead and you beat out. You're the least known person on this podcast. You bought. No, hold on. Excuse me, Sliker. Nico beat Pokimane. He beat Destiny. He beat Tara Babcock. He beat Alabrel. He beat Knut. He beat Sliker. Podcast for the first time. You made history today by being the least known streamer to win the podcast ever in the history of the Rajj Royale podcast.
Okay. But I have to say something, okay?
Yes.
You could have gotten rid of me way early and you didn't.
Right.
Okay? And then, but listen, honestly, to me, this was an amazing experience ever, because I've never done this in Twitch like this, and really good. And I really hope to stay in touch with all of you guys. And Mr. Sliker, you get ready, get your passport ready, because you're coming to New York.
Wait,
yeah.
What do you mean? Whoa! I can't enter New York, my friend. I can't. They won't allow me in New York.
Sliker, go get a fucking interview at the U.S. Embassy. You'll get it. You'll get your freaking visa, dude. You're just not doing the right things. All right,
Listen,
Sliker, go ahead and shout out your channel. Nico, shout out your channel, please. And then Nico.
Yeah.
Co-host Mr. Trainwrecks TV. Thank you for being here. Thank you for co-hosting. Where can we find you?
Hey, listen, boys. All you gotta know. Obviously, listen, it ain't on Twitch, okay? Twitter.com/TrainwrecksTV. 50,000.
That's right. 50.
Twitter.com/TrainwrecksTV, baby.
Thank you, Trainwrecks. Mr. Nico, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and go live, Nico, on your Twitch channel, please. Go ahead and go live. Go live.
I'm live.
Okay, go live.